Good evening, test subjects, staff members, shady doctors, castaways, and all other occupants of this here haunted island. My name is Philip, and I will be your dread master for the evening. And oh wait, I'm not surrounded. I'm so sorry. There we go. I am now surrounded.
I see. Before you were like just kind of cupped. Like
before I was cupped like
Lego hand.
There was it was a goblet. I was the liquid in a sweet goblet of wonderful players. Liv, you're the stem.
Kind of sexy.
The rest of them are the bowl, and you're the stem. That's cool. Where I had been. But now,
a goblet of terror.
Goblet of terror sounds like a Sounds like a thing. But I am now surrounded by my wonderful players, by many of the wonderful players. Please all say good evening, players.
Good
Good
evening.
evening, players.
That was great. I'm so happy to have you all here tonight. This is a special one, as we have alluded to on a few occasions. Tonight's game is session 143. And anyone who can do 4th grade math, you gotta carry some numbers, but you'll get there. That is what is it, Lauren?
It's a multiple of 13, but I didn't do math. I just knew that.
But which multiple?
I don't know.
Figure it out.
I can't do math.
No, figure it out. You can do it. It's easy. You'll figure it out.
Lauren, what's
11?
It's 11. Yeah, because
11.
It's easy to remember because 10 times 13 is.
Yeah, that's what I did in my
Yeah,
head.
yeah,
Like,
that's
it's just
what I did
13
too.
plus 130.
I'm done with college and with thinking.
It's
Apparently.
13 plus 130.
That is, yep.
That makes
Guys,
it.
I work in social media. I don't have to do math.
Excuse me, then what do you think a fucking follower count is?
Did y'all learn the 9 trick in school?
They tried.
Not sure.
9 times whatever.
Yeah, that's why I took German class.
Oh, like
I was trying to make it
10 times it and then minus the number once?
No,
or
like
whatever,
9
or what?
times 4. If you'll know that it's gonna be one number down from 4, and then it's whatever
Oh,
that
yeah.
makes 9, so it's 36.
Well, also any multiple of 9 below like 10 times, any multiple of 9 up to 10, right? The digits add up to 9.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think-
And
I
it's
think-
always the number always is the one below whatever you're multiplying.
I think
it
all
is.
multiples of 9.
5 is 45.
I know.
4
I
plus
don't
5
like
equals
any of
9.
this.
9 times 6 is 54. 5 plus 4 equals 9. 9 times 7.
Well, we
thing.
have once again
Guys,
started
we're
with
so cool and interesting.
we have once again found a way to start the game off with horror, this time for Lauren specifically.
I also have linguistic ordinal personification.
What?
Duh, you guys.
I'm just gonna wait for
Form
that
of
to be explained.
synesthesia,
Oh, I've heard of that one.
where numbers have personalities. And also sometimes colors.
That's because Sesame Street.
That's true.
Can you tell me how to get?
No, it's not a Sesame Street.
Well, friends,
Yes.
very excited for tonight's game. It's gonna be a big one. Okay. In our previous sessions here on the island, we got to know Dallas, Montreal, Omaha, Jakarta, and Zurich, who have been told that they are being cured, treated by Dr. Partridge. They are guests on the island, although some people refer to them as dread subjects. They are staying in something they've taken to calling their rooms or the cottages, but are officially known as the dread cells. Dr. Partridge has told them that they were all victims of a plane crash, and for reasons uncertain, though she has physically mended their bodies using science, medicine, and magic. Their memories remain elusive. For reasons that have not been explained to them, each one of them has in their dread cell a collection of dolls. Dallas, I think, has the most dolls with 20.
I believe that's correct, yes.
Whereas, meanwhile, Jakarta has 4, 5? I think 4. It wound up being one fewer than I'd originally thought because, as it turned out, some of your dolls were,
Real world.
some of you have 5. I thought you'd have 6, but you only have 5 because you only ever were Flump in that session. You weren't also one of those other cats. Not cats. I meant that as like people. No one was a cat, and that's actually was anyone a cat. Anyway, so as the group have sort of tried to figure out what the devil is going on this bizarre island, they have met other occupants of the island who seem to be working here. There was a rude man named CJ Soot. Apparently, he's the department head of story. No one's really sure what the hell that was about. There was someone called. They just called him Mr. S, because Swaggy was kind of too hard to say, who was an Ankylosaurus but like as a biped, and London was creeped out by that. And thus London was dosed with a fear suppressant, which won't be a problem at all, don't you worry. But they've also met Lady Rhiannon Dythe, who is a bit more troubling of a figure. She has been much more antagonistic to them, even telling them that she's only intrigued by Dallas. He's the only one who has any possible potential, but she wants to know about someone named Bradley, which is one of his many dolls, not one he's really focused on as of yet. The processes by which she has attempted to impart some treatment, some restoration of memories to this have been rather upsetting to the members of this group. Omaha everyone has suffered, be it Montreal drinking blood and realizing even though my brain says it is, my body cannot. Omaha has suffered a bit when thinking of a doll that should be there, something called Dahlia, which she can remember but isn't present and feels like a part of her soul has been taken away. Zurich arguably has suffered the most of anyone, just in terms of physical pain caused by these memories. He too has a piece of one of his dolls that should be there is missing. Montreal also has a doll missing, but that one doesn't hurt so much as it just feels like something's absent, something that should be present is not. The group also met a woman called the Doll Maker. She was apparently the department head of fabrication. That was in the process of helping Jakarta restore his memories. So over these couple of days here on the island, the group they've begun to remember things and begun to, at various times, felt like the dolls represent people whose experiences they greatly connect to. They seem very distinct. I guess I should also mention this is for a group. I mean, what the fuck is this Lost? Because for a group of plane survivors, a bunch of lookers here. Every single one of them basically looks like themselves. Is the point? So for handsomes with beards trimmed to their.
I have a comment on that, but I can't share it because it would be spoilers.
Oh, about Lost?
No, about
the way you look?
Kingdom of the Apes.
Oh, there you go. And then we also have hot plane survivor genre. Yes, thank you so much, Sophia. That is the genre, indeed. Hot plane survivor. It's a well-known one. So the group, after kind of their most recent process in which they were talking to Mr. S about this whole matter of rules and regulations, he was having them roll dice, which felt very strange and kind of put some weird thoughts into their minds and they drew some connections, some of which they shared with everyone, some of which they didn't. Jakarta also might have observed a few things with that Lady Rhiannon Dythe, who is a very mysterious shadow elf, very rude. They're not sure what the deal is. She has a companion, an old sailor salt type, who maybe is really someone we've seen before on a few occasions as well. But for this group, simply a stranger. Upon their meeting with Mr. S, they went into a conference room. Dr. Partridge has gone off to make a phone call. She seems frustrated that process wasn't quite as effective as she was hoping. And the group sort of discussed what they could do, even mentioning that maybe they should go to the 7th floor, which they don't necessarily have full rights to go anywhere on the island, or in particular this large building, this office building there. But they've sort of been told you guys can move around freely, but they were urged not to go to the 7th floor as it is very dangerous. And when they passed it, there was a purple alarm light, and there were signs saying, warning, live mist. And they have noticed the mist billowing out of the top of the volcano to which this building is attached, and Jakarta certainly knew of the mists just from seeing them, and some of the others did as well, and especially as they continue their memories, London now knows of the mist because one of her dolls seems to have an arm that was made of that mist or something that smoked that mist out. Dallas, of course, with his remembrance of Rawlings' past, has much more sort of specific thought and knowledge on what those mists might represent. So, as we get to that point, would anyone like to, only because this is a cumulative one here, etc., and I have a lot planned tonight. I don't know why I'm stalling, because I'm just excited. Have I forgotten any key points that we should have in our sort of recap of these?
Well done.
That's all we'll say. All right. Very good. Then, guys, I have a particularly long invocation that I really do want to read for tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is actually. Would you guys be comfortable with each reading a section of this? If we do this as a group, is that okay? I don't want to give anyone like live reading.
Yeah.
Of anything. I'm just gonna start putting these into chat one by one. Dan, I'd like you to read this one, if you would. So, as a group, I will read. I'm gonna have. There actually are there 7 stanzas? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. So I will read the last one. This is okay. This will time out well. So Dan,
as long
I'd
as
like
you don't expect me to get any of the references that I'm reading.
You don't need to get any references, but just go ahead and read these if you would. Dan, this one will start us off.
Every night that goes between, I feel a little less. As you slowly go away from me, this is only another test.
Lauren.
Every night you do not come, your softness fades away. Did I ever really care that much? Is there anything left to say?
Jeremy.
Every hour of fear I spend, my body tries to cry. Living through each empty night, a deadly call inside.
Moses.
I haven't felt this way, I feel, since many years ago. But in those years and the lifetimes past, I did not deal with the road.
Zane.
And I did not deal with you, I know, though the love has always been. So I searched to find an answer there, so I can truly win.
Liv.
Every hour of fear I spend, my body tries to cry. Living through each empty night, a deadly call inside.
So I try to say goodbye, my friend. I'd like to leave you with something warm. But never have I been a blue, calm sea. I have always been a storm. Six dread subjects sit in a room discussing the possibilities of... Thank you all, that was very nice.
It was fun.
I should have coordinated that ahead of time and put that in so you could have just all done it.
It's a fun surprise.
6 dread subjects sit in a room, considering finding more fear suppressant, considering going to the 7th floor to investigate. London, for her part, has no fear, and because of a rough roll at the end of last session, will not have fear for quite some time. So, my friends, this is sort of a general question. Are you going to wait here? Or are you going to... You're going to wait, or even just be like, we'll wait X amount of time, and then are you going to go off and do anything, or are you going to wait for Dr. Partridge? You certainly have plenty of time where you are not being directly supervised or observed. What is unique about this is that you are in the building, but you are not all alone in the building. I mean, there are people just in the hallway outside. This floor that you've come to... this is the 10th floor you're on, is by no means it is not an unoccupied one. It was perfectly bustling.
And how many floors in the building? 13?
There are 13 floors in the building, that is correct.
I guess, channeling my newfound Dr. Faust Simpleton traits.
Oh no, guys, do not be guided by, do not have the fate of the world in the hands of time. Please.
I just feel the need to go on adventure. I feel the need to follow where the universe takes me. But I also need to stick near my maybe lady, London, who I'm. But she has no fear. So I'm going to say I'm just slowly pacing around the room, looking at maps on the wall that I only see in my mind.
Understood. So as you pace around the room, clearly Montreal is torn between, but that's interesting, Montreal. You do actually feel this perhaps it's not even an impulse, but you definitely feel conflicting, like what would I do in this moment? It's very interesting. Also, thank you, Ben Hader, for just gifting so many.
Oh, wow, yeah.
It's very kind of you. Very, very kind. Much appreciated. So, yes, Dallas.
I want to be focusing on Bradley Stuyvesant.
You want to be focusing on Bradley
doll.
Stuyvesant?
Yeah, I mean, this is like, I'm like, what's the deal with this guy?
You could,
so I'm not going to.
If you'd like to, you could suggest in that case that you guys go and return to your room so you can focus on dolls.
I would like to go back to the rooms. That woman was like very weird about this doll, and I don't know about you, but I'm curious about it now, so I would like to know more about that.
All right. Does anyone have a counter argument to that or objection?
Since the majority is not wanting to go, because last time we were talking about going to level 7 with the mist. Yeah, since nobody else really wants to go, London will back off and she'll go back to her room and look at Oksana doll.
Then if you guys are, if that's where your head is at, then yes, you guys can very, very easily, very simply return to the dread cells. No rolls are required. Although, Jakarta, do you once again take the elevator while everyone else takes the stairs?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, cool. So, Jakarta, what that means is simply you get to your room first.
Yeah.
Okay. So they all return to their dread cells. In that case, Jakarta arriving first. Does anyone else want to focus on a specific doll, spend some time doing this at this time?
I'll continue with Oksana.
You'll continue with Oksana. Great.
Will focusing on a previous doll increase our knowledge stat board?
I would say your knowledge stat for dolls that you already have a modifier on, like, you theoretically could, but I would say you're not gonna get like what you'd be getting there is like much deeper and specific knowledge of, like, if you were gonna do Urek, for example, you're probably just gonna get a lot of more irrelevant information on Elfish society and Ignador. Which is not, I shouldn't say irrelevant, it might come in really handy at some point. If you have a doll such as Lauren, for example, has tried to get, you've already focused on Oksana. So yeah, Lauren, you would not, you won't really get much more out of Oksana. Unless what you simply wish to do is like commune with a doll and you're not trying to get a new like knowledge specifically, you are more than welcome to do that. Yes, absolutely. Montreal and London, you guys could focus on ones you're sort of more connected to and keep at them, absolutely.
Well, actually, can I switch then? I'm sorry.
For sure.
I'll switch to Sister Mercy.
Sister Mercy?
Because the mist.
Jakarta?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So the person I saw last night, with the weird captain guy, that is the same person who was very interested in Dallas's figure, or is that a different person?
It is, but you noticed, you were there when in the commissary where she saw you and Dallas was not with you. So you did notice that, but you weren't there when she talked to Dallas on the stairs because you took the elevator.
So I don't know that they have seen her again.
No.
Okay.
Let me rephrase this, because also, if you're not going to focus on a new doll and try to get stuff, that's fine. You're just commuting and doing whatever you want to do. Who is focusing on a new doll? Dallas and London. And
I will too.
Zurich and Omaha. Okay. Dallas, who are you going to focus on? Bradley.
Bradley Stuyvesant.
Go ahead and do. It's really look, analyze, or detect vibe. Those are your choices.
I'll detect the vibe.
All right.
I'm going to spend 2 power to get another die on her.
Okay.
Holy shit! 3 1s and 2 3s.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Full house, baby.
I assume you're going to go with the ones.
I'm gonna go with the 1s.
Then, in Bradley Stuyvesant, you'll be getting a +2. Congratulations, sir. London. Make your roll for Sister Mercy. Which of the 3 things are you going to use for this? I will also mention, yes, no, you cannot restore any power here, by the way. I don't think anyone was, but you have expended power since this is, we're picking up right where we left off.
Wait, I'm sorry. I was distracted by the hype train. What do I choose?
Look, analyze, or detect vibe. I feel like I've said this so many times.
I'm sorry. Everything was so hype. I will do detect a vibe.
Sounds good.
Everything was so hype. 2 7s. Ooh, but I have 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 7, 8.
All right, so Lauren, I'm going to say 2 things to you about this. 1, if you choose 2 7s, look at what your phobia is.
Oh.
So if you choose this.
But I don't have fear now. Oh.
That is so interesting. She doesn't have fear now.
I don't have fear.
All right. It will not advance the clock.
Oh, wow.
Does that send the clock back 1?
No, it doesn't advance it.
Damn it.
With a first degree, I will give you a 1 in Sister Mercy. So you begin to, you already had, so basically Dallas and London, and I'm going to get to Dallas in a moment. We're sort of going through this. Zurich, who are you going to look on, sir? And is this someone you've already tried and failed at?
No.
Okay, who are we doing, baby?
Zurich is just interested in this gaunt old man, Victor Grief.
Oh, Moncrief. Rhymes with grief. Go ahead and roll it. Oh, it's
wait, am I what am
I rolling? Try listen, analyze, or detect vibe.
Oh, so not look.
Sorry, look.
Okay.
Joan Wise said listen. Obviously, it's look. Unless you really want to listen to a doll, and I think I allowed one of you to do that one time.
Okay, I don't know why I forgot everything right now, but are we rolling? We're rolling d8s, right?
You are rolling d8s.
Right.
So you're going to roll 4
I don't know what's happening, guys.
It is okay.
I'm so excited.
Possibly could.
We're in 143.
It is 143.
Nope, nothing.
No.
I don't get anything. I don't know anything.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What numbers did you roll, actually?
1, 3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna add 1 to look, and can I do that after the fact?
Sure.
Just add.
Roll 1 more die on top of it. That's fine.
I'm gonna do it.
That's fine. Here, I'll adjust your points for you.
Pair of 3s, baby.
Nice.
With a pair of 3s, and important for today, you do basically what you're sort of now remembering, because he ran a mortuary, right?
Mm-hmm.
You now know about undertakery. Undertakeout? That's not a thing. Liv, which of your characters would you like to look into here?
I was going to go with emissary.
Love it. Please tell me if you're doing look, analyze, or detect vibe.
Analyze or detect.
And just to clarify, so Jeremy or rather Jakarta and Montreal, you guys are not looking at new dolls. You're focusing on dolls you already have, or just sitting in your rooms.
Detect vibe.
Is Dick Rambone an option?
Of course, he's one of your dolls.
I got 2 1s.
2 1s. Then yes, you begin to have some of that sort of institutional knowledge of emissary. So you begin to understand, and it's interesting because what emissary gives you, it's not only it's kind of knowledge of both of mediums and dolls and all sorts of things she cares about, but also of how to run a scam on someone. What an interesting person she was. All right, you're gonna do Dick Rambone, Montreal?
Yeah.
All right, give me which of those 3 stats are you gonna roll for that?
I feel like this one makes sense with touch feel.
I will allow any perceptive thing if it really fits the character. So go ahead. You just feel the doll up. You just rub your hands all over this doll. He's
2
anatomically
5s?
connect. 2 5s.
Is that my fear?
It is not your fear. Your fear is 4.
Okay.
So you, sure enough, and what you learn from Dick Rambone, it's like Montreal. You imagine you could have before, but upon holding this doll for a while, you have the sensation of, oh wait, I can fuck. Jakarta. Also Zurich, so Zurich, you have some Undertaker stuff. London with your sort of your connection to Sister Mercy, you sort of are thinking about kind of,
The myth.
being a nun, having mist in your hands, etc. Dancing at the Bad Dragon. No. Jakarta.
Jakarta is not looking at his dolls right now.
What
I
is he
think
doing?
Jakarta is feeling kind of like overwhelmed and confused. It's just like what is happening, and he's still thinking about what he saw last night. And I think he's probably going to sit outside of his room and look up at the mountain.
I love that. Jakarta,
And
as you look
wonder
up
if he
there,
can remember anything about this.
Oh, excellent. Okay. So, utilizing the characters you have,
Yes.
I would like for you to make an analyze roll, but you're going to get to add. This is very rare I'm going to do this. But in this case, because you're taking a long time and actually, I would allow this because all 3 of them would. I'm going to have you do an analyze roll, but I'm going to let you add all 3 of your knowledges to this roll. So you get to add a total of 4 bonus dice to this because you are taking a long period of time while the rest are commuting to think of the mists because all 3 of those characters encountered the mist.
I'm going to add 2 to analyze.
Okay. So you're going to roll a total of 8d8.
God damn.
Here, I will handle that math part for you in the sheet.
Okay,
part.
so 8d8.
8d8, sir.
I had a question.
Please.
Do I also get a last session? I somehow achieved knowledge of Faust Templeton. Do I get a +1 to that as well?
I think in that one, you did connect with Faust Templeton. I think that was more a momentary connection to him as opposed to like the remembrance of all of his like medical stuff.
Okay, doke. Just checking.
Jakarta, what have we rolled?
So I rolled 2 3s, 2 7s, and 3 8s.
Which of those would you like to choose for this? And I will allow you. You can have some additional knowledges of this analysis, but which one do you want to be your top?
I mean, I guess I'll choose the 8s.
All right. What do you want your second one to be between? You said it was 3s and
2
7.
3s and 2 7s.
Which one would you like to be your second?
3.
It's a very good choice because it is missed after all. Jakarta, as you sit out there analyzing this, you sit out there remembering things, and you are about to have a rather tremendous insight. But we're first going to go to Dallas, where he is focused on Bradley. Dallas, the story of Bradley is one you remember, but the specifics of Bradley having been fused together with Penny in that disturbing, based on your sort of brief exposure to the other realms, and then how you were pulled apart and given new bodies with some kind of very special blood. You remember him doing that. You remember that experience, and then you remember him in the mist. And you remember Dracula. And you also do remember a need to remove your name. The name Bradley Stuyvesant. You guys were trying to erase it from existence. I would say you can kind of, certainly any events from Bradley's situation you can remember, but it's that sense of desperation, that sense of fear, that sense of these powerful things pulling you this way and that, putting something into you, then Dracula coming for it. But I will say that you have an insight. That by feeding on you, Dracula got a little of that precious blood. And you also do have the vaguest... Actually, Dallas, give me a taste roll, and you may add your Bradley Stuyvesant bonus to it.
All right.
So 4 dice for you, sir.
No matches.
No matches. There's something on the tip of your tongue, in this case, quite literally, but it just doesn't. You can feel you're forgetting something.
Like, are these dolls labeled?
They are not labeled, but you know their names. If you'd like to inspect the doll, though, you certainly could attempt to.
I would see if there's anything with a name on it. Anything related to the name.
You do not see the name Bradley Stuyvesant on the doll. Jakarta, as you continue your analysis, as they spend some time, everyone regain 2 power. Jakarta, as you spend your time out there looking at this, you have a sinking realization. A dread storm is coming. In those dolls that you are considering their experiences, they didn't always necessarily know. But there was a sense of dread, a sense of something foreboding. The sky here, it's hard to tell what it is wuthering because there's these massive clouds of mist rising up behind. But you can feel beyond that. A storm is coming to this island. But it is a storm that seems to be fed by the volcano itself.
I'm gonna stand up. Everyone?
What?
Yeah?
I don't know how I know this, but a storm's coming.
I love rain. I mean, at least it's different, right?
We're inside. What does that matter?
I have a question.
Not that kind of storm.
Would I, now having Sister Mercy knowledge, kind of pick up that it would be mist related?
You go ahead and make a... I think this would be analyze. It could also be research. It's the same for you, so it's fine. And you may add your Sister Mercy, so it's 3 dice.
No matches.
So you're simply not sure. You again, you maybe feel a phantom tingle in your fingers, but you just don't know. And so Jakarta's basically standing outside in the little courtyard where your all your little cells are. You guys are either in your doors or have come out to talk to him. But you do notice that Dr. Partridge is coming from the building to you all. Her parka hood up, and she sort of approaches and says, "Hello, everyone. I'm sorry about leaving you there. I'm glad you made it back here, everyone. I heard you would come back here. Is everyone doing all right?"
Yeah. Are there
Doctor,
records around here of these people?
Of what people?
Just like the dolls?
Why do you want to know, Dallas?
I feel... I feel like...
Which one of your dolls in particular are you looking for a record on?
Bradley.
I see. Yes, I can look into that.
I think it's important to get rid of them.
To get rid of them? Oh.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. There's records on all of these dolls and you're just making us sit on our beds and stare at them?
Well,
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm sorry, are you suggesting we get rid of the records or the dolls?
The records.
Are we talking about records you
Just
read
one.
or listen
You don't have to
to?
get rid of yours. Like I'm saying, just this one.
I am not confirming that there are records, but we can look through for this doll you're
Wait.
calling Brad.
Okay, but
Wait.
there's something.
Well, why would you want records when we have dolls? They're actually really lovely.
Doctor, could we perhaps discuss this in a more secure area? I have a feeling there's something coming very soon.
What makes you say that, Jakarta?
Baby, I'm right here.
I'm not sure. That's very funny, Montreal, but I think this is a little bit more serious.
I wasn't
I don't know how I know, but there's a dreadstorm coming.
Yes, there is. That's very correct, Jakarta. Perfect. All right.
Why aren't you more worried about this?
Oh, because a dreadstorm won't. We'll be perfectly safe here from a dreadstorm. However, all right. That is a good bit of progress. I was hoping we would have made more. Jakarta,
Wait a minute. You are withholding information from us. Why are you just making us sit and she'll hold up Sister Mercy and think about these dolls?
we're simply trying
Like,
to
don't
help
you think if we had more information that we would be able to surmise more from these things?
Dallas, why did you want to get rid of the records for that one?
Yeah.
That's a bit strange.
Wait, what did the doll tell you?
He would.
Who?
Dolls don't. I mean, I don't know.
Well, you know what I mean.
Wait, who told him what?
No, like you look at the doll and like they don't tell you things, but you get things.
Your dolls don't talk?
They don't talk. Wait, do yours talk?
I'm gonna just worryingly change it. Like,
You kind of like get information.
You just remember. You remember stuff.
Exactly.
Right, and I just know that like this guy was like trying to get rid of all records of his name. So I want to like follow that through.
I understand. We can look into that, Dallas. I would say that is you should not focus on Bradley to the exclusion of your others, contrary to what. Listen, the point is, Jakarta, if you're concerned about the storm coming, I would urge you to not be. However, the storm presents us with an opportunity. If you think you are ready, we can attempt to use the storm to more quickly gain the information that we're missing.
Why don't we use the records to obtain the information?
Because we have attempted to use the records and they don't work.
Why are you so intent on getting this information?
Wait. Say that again.
As we said, we've tried a lot of things to restore your memories.
On us.
Yes.
Did we forget?
How many times have you tried to restore our memories?
How long have we been here?
Didn't they say that before?
She
many
has
times
said
have we
she
forgotten?
suggested this before. Yeah.
But
Is the storm gonna hurt?
I don't believe so.
okay, so
maybe a
before,
little?
why are you looking
Montreal.
so excited about this storm? It's weird.
Montreal.
Listen, I'm just shit.
Jakarta gives Montreal one of those.
Anyway, have we ever gotten this far in like because this is Sister Mercy. She has Mr. Arm.
Yes,
she
there
has
is.
like. Have we ever gotten this far? Maybe showing us the records now will help.
But is it gonna be like the movie, watching the movie, like the storm? Is it gonna
No,
be like
nothing
that?
like that. The storm will be a much more basic sensory experience, and it won't be tied to any of the specific dolls that we've tried to use to jog your memories. London, there's nothing in the records that is not in the dolls. I'll say that.
Has anybody died from this?
This is bullshit.
Died from which part? Wait,
Just
died
like
from
all
the
this?
Well,
What
this
was
is a
the
brand new
doll that-
process, so I can assure you that no one has died of this process.
Yet.
Oh yeah.
But
okay.
London, if you're afraid,
Oh, I'm not afraid.
well, then would you like to attempt this process?
Fine.
I'll do
Wonderful.
it.
What is your end goal with this? I don't understand why you need us to have our memories.
I am a doctor, so I am trying to treat you.
Right, but I get this distinct sense that is not your only desire.
No, it is
Like
not.
what kind of doctor? Like a gynecologist?
Why is that the first thing you jump? Never mind, it's
I'm
fine.
a woman.
I
We
am-
have to go there annually.
I'm not a
think.
gynecologist, but I will tell you that I am trying to provide you with treatment. But we are certainly intrigued at if these treatments work for this. There might be other applications. If you're willing to attempt to use this, yes, Montreal.
What do we do if our memories don't match our body?
Very interesting question. We will provide you all the treatment we can to assist with any adjustments.
I think some.
There's a way to adjust our body.
Well, there are magical means of adjusting bodies. Yes, actually.
Some people don't like that. I mean, I'm not saying me. I just mean I think there are some people who try to stop.
There is a massive roll of thunder in the distance. As Jakarta has told you, a storm is coming. You have nothing to fear from this storm, but if we want to use it to our advantage, now would be the time to try.
Fine.
Sure.
What else are we gonna do?
If we're not gonna get hurt or anything, sure.
Perfect.
Use it to our advantage. How? Like.
I don't know, to
electric
shock us into
No.
remembering things.
There may be some lightning strikes in the area. No, we're simply going to use the sort of power of the storm and what it sort of represents, putting you in a shielded area that will sort of prevent the more severe effects of the storm from taking hold of you, so that you're exposed to the energy and not the harmful side effects.
Okay.
All right. If that is acceptable, however, she's kind of glancing at a watch. We should probably go now. Are you comfortable with this?
Sure.
Wonderful.
Let's do it.
Those of you who are averse to taking the elevator, we're going to have a long way up. We are going to the 12th floor.
Oh my god, just go up the stairs.
All flights is fine.
That's a lot. Oh my god.
London, did you say just go up the elevator?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
Thank you. That's what I've been saying this whole time.
No.
Yeah,
That.
maybe give me some of that anti-fear medicine you have
Just
there.
wear a blindfold or something.
Wait, London, are you still under the effects of the fear suppressant?
What do you mean? No, it was supposed to have worn off.
I don't know, describe like a creepy...
I walk up to London and go, "Wah!"
But that's not what she's afraid
I
of.
think it's still working.
Well, I
Dr.
just don't
Partridge
like-
kind of goes over into the forest as the rain's falling, and she comes back carrying a snake, which she kind of moves towards London.
I don't want that to bite me.
Do you
Doesn't
really? Are you
bite.
afraid of it, London?
I mean, I have a reasonable respect for it.
No, you don't.
I don't want it to. I mean, I do not want to be bitten. I'd rather it not.
You're not afraid of it biting you. You have no fear of it biting you.
Not even a preference? I can have a preference.
You can have a preference, but there's no part of you that thinks it's going to bite you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Lauren, you're gonna die tonight. I'm just letting you know. You are fucking dead. So, she brings a snake over to you, London.
Okay. Why are you telling me that?
143, baby.
Okay.
That's a spoiler. I didn't like that.
Odds are it's Jakarta. He's going down.
Anyway, so
I
basically
always
she
go
holds
down.
it.
There's no
London,
way.
You can be you can bat it away, but you're not scared it's gonna bite you.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Okay.
You don't understand. None of my characters have lasted long ever. So
I'm not upset about that. I just don't like knowing.
So
Okay. I don't want that in my face.
all right, so London, perhaps you can't be a part of this process today.
Why not? No. Does anyone else want to volunteer? Because I will.
Well, of course you will. You have no fear.
Okay, so
Wait, required for this process?
aren't we all volunteering to go into the storm? already?
Fear is required for everything. Although I suppose it might be interesting data to see what happens if someone without fear. Very well, London. Yes, this could be an interesting case, and perhaps the suppressant will wear off. I'm surprised, though. It has been several hours at this point. Very well. Let's go. Are you all willing to try this process?
Yeah, we've heard.
Yeah.
Ready and willing.
Wonderful. So she'll lead them. Lauren. In the meantime, Medina and the Boxer have been moving through the Dreadlands as best they can, trying to find the Soldier of Fortune. Everyone, very brief interlude here. Well, we'll see how long it takes. The boxer kind of will sort of come back from like. Actually, roll me a d13, Lauren.
Fuck off.
Come on and do it. I want you to do it. Come on and do it. Come on and do it. I
Oh
want you to
no.
do it.
A 1.
1. All right. You guys are in realms. You're in sort of various you're in a sort of like forested area. There are wooden forts around. You have the sense that you don't really know or care the names of these places. So the boxer rather, he's gone off. He's told you to wait in the woods. You hear him talking to some kids, which is kind of upsetting. Perhaps in the distance, you even overhear him saying oh, it's the same exact system as this. It's also D8s. Give me a listen for Medina Lake. You have a two dice in that.
Oh, good. No match.
No match. You can't quite hear what he's saying. It does look like there's about to be a storm overhead. He sort of comes back over and goes, damn it, all right. They don't have any sign of him here either.
Wait, the kids?
It's just some kids. It's just some orphans of the elders. Don't worry. But he hasn't. Yeah, don't. I told you not to look, Medina.
I didn't.
Don't go look. I said don't go look over there.
I didn't look. I just heard little children talking, and it's creepy. I didn't look.
Okay, listen. The point is,
what do they look like?
They're little kids with fucking doll masks. It's upsetting. Yeah, and they all have knives, and they're like, oh, they're really weird. Yeah. Some of them hold dolls. It's a whole thing.
I don't like that.
They always ask me if I'm a monster, and when I say no, they're just real gulp. They're just like, oh, okay, good. I feel like if I was a monster.
That Twilight episode where it's like normal-looking people are monsters, and you wouldn't know about that. Never mind.
Did you say Twilight episode or Twilight Zone episode?
She's gonna stick with Twilight episode.
It's an episode of Twilight where everyone looks like a monster. So basically, as he sort of pauses, he's like, all right, well, we should keep moving. It's, as you know, not fucking safe out here. Jesus.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
Oh my God, the Soldier of Fortune better really not kill me for everything I'm doing with this. I thought that train was good.
Everything you can.
I'm sorry, Medina. I'm not mad at. Well, actually, I am mad at you about other stuff, but it does piss me off that train wasn't safe. I really thought that train was gonna be fucking safe.
It's fine. I'm still alive or whatever, so, you know. We're good.
All right. Well, the rumor is the Soldier of Fortune. I mean.
What? Wait. What?
I mean, no. I've talked about this. We're trying to get to Ignador. I just keep seeing, like, on the way. I'm asking if anyone's heard anything else because I don't want to go into Ignador if he's not there. You know what I mean?
Sure. I don't know.
Come on, just let's go. There's about to be a dreadstorm, by the way. If it's another Voluptuous one, I am not having sex with you, for the record.
No. Ew. No.
So basically, as they sort of carry on through these woods, I'm gonna roll for the Soldier of Fortune. I get to roll my D13, and if I roll 13s, they count. So this could trigger it right here.
No.
It does not. The Soldier of Fortune, however, rolls very low. He only rolls a 3, so he's like the boxer, not super aware. He's leading you through in Medina. Yeah, all your observation stats are 2. You have literally no extra dice in your vitality.
Do I have full power again?
Medina would have full power, sure. As you guys move through this wooded area, the rain falling, the sound of the wind roiling, neither of you have any sense of the danger that you should fear in the presence of what is lurking there. A presence that is the mist itself before it resolves. Right in your path is a handsome man you haven't seen since your well, actually, I suppose you might have glimpsed from the train. Count Dracula appears before you and says, as is his wont, "Good evening. I have been seeking you, Medina Lake."
Thanks. But I'm spoken for.
No. I don't think you are, not the way you believe. Medina, you have a rare opportunity before you. I have been sent to find you, betrayed, to save you. I have been sent by your friends. What were their names? Ah, yes. Doug Jolly the Third, DJ3, And what was the other name they said? Ah, yes. Kali Nornir, and was it a Nova? Nova.
What?
Yes, they have found me through dream. They have found me in other realms. They have allied themselves with a very powerful spellcaster, it would seem. And we are growing. Though they would not consider themselves my friends, they do not like my methods, of course. We are allying ourselves against the one called Maisie, whom I think you understand enough to know is in charge of this place in which you are trapped. I have exchanged your safe passage out of this realm for their assistance with another matter. So, you can bid farewell to your Mistwalker friend, and I will get you to safety. They have been looking for you. They have been so worried about you, Medina. They have been seeking you tirelessly. So sad by your departure, your sudden disappearance.
I don't understand. How you? I can't just. I mean, they weren't really my friends. We just went to school together. I don't.
Well, they are trading a Doug Jolly the Third in particular, DJ3. What a strange name. He is willing to trade a great deal for your safety.
He is?
From what I can gather, he is willing to trade, albeit in a sort of dream state, billions of dollars.
I don't think that's quite the amount that he has access to.
No, he does, but not in his world, in another. But Medina,
wait, are they trapped in a dreadland too?
No. They are in the beautiful dreamlands, realms of pleasure and joy and imagination. And they are not trapped. They travel them freely, and they seek you, their old friend.
Where is the boxer?
Boxer's standing about 6 inches in front of you, off to the side, with I'll phrase it like this: his weight is on his back leg.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Wait, sorry.
No, it's great. In fact, we're going to cut away from this. And meanwhile, with all of you, the rest of you are here. So if you guys are going up, it sounds like Jakarta and London will take the elevator. Anybody else in the elevators?
Taking the stairs.
Understood. Montreal, Dallas, and Zurich typically will take the stairs. Omaha, do you take the elevator or the stairs?
Wait, so Montreal, Zurich, Jakarta. Wait, who's in the elevator?
Not Medina. London and Jakarta.
I'll go in the elevator.
We'll take the... Okay, so...
I already know it's going to be bad for me. Take the elevator.
Take the elevator.
Yeah, it's going to be bad. I know. I'm ready.
While Dallas, Montreal, and Zurich take the stairs.
Omaha was inspired by London's bravery, mistakenly.
Oh, no. So, as you guys, as London, Jakarta, and Omaha ride up the elevator, they will be getting there soon. I'm going to have a little scene with them in a moment. But on the way up, Dallas, Montreal, Zurich, and Dr. Partridge will go with the stairs, boys. That's fine. So, you guys go up the stairs. It's a long walk up to, 12 flights of stairs is genuinely not nothing. I'll tell you that. In my experience, 2 flights of stairs is not nothing, but we don't need to get into that. As you guys are going up these 12 flights of stairs, I actually would like for you 3 gentlemen to just give me an endurance roll.
Okay.
What's wrong, Zurich?
666, baby.
3 6s?
Yes.
Damn.
That's got to be special for
I feel very excited.
It's a third degree success in thanatophobia, death, pain, endings, ghost. Yeah, you're basically just like you're like ready for this, because death is also transition, change. You're ready for an ending of not knowing your end of all this pain you've been having. Montreal, how'd you roll?
I got 3 3s.
3 3s, eh? Storms, lightning, mist. You are more buoyed by the excitement of what's coming. Dallas, my boy.
Damn right, I'm excited.
What'd you roll?
No matches.
No matches. Dallas is winded.
Stop eating my chair.
He's sweaty and glistening when the.
I mean, he looks great, but it's like huffing and puffing and blowing his house down. Huffing and puffing and blowing his load down. So anyway, as you guys, that would be more a Montreal comment. So as they are sort of taking their time, actually Montreal and Zurich are like pretty quick. Sure enough, that purple sort of the purple light is kind of, not flashing. No one's in the airlock now, but like the 7th floor, it looks intimidating, all the signs, but you guys carry back up. Omaha, London, and Jakarta. You guys ride up the elevator. You step out. The 12th floor, you were told to take. Go ahead, Jakarta.
While we're on the way up in the elevator, why are they so obsessed with? What am I missing? Are the stairs like really pretty or something? Like what?
No, they're fucking scared of them.
Oh, I must have missed that memo.
Yeah.
Scared of the elevator.
Yeah, I mean,
They're scared of elevators?
Yeah,
well, when elevator, if something goes
Lauren
wrong.
said they're scared of the stairs. No, they're scared of the elevators. That's why they take the stairs. London would have said it. I'm just clarifying. We're all good.
Yeah. Omaha's just going to clarify, it's not so much being scared of the elevator. It's just, if something goes wrong, you're stuck in an elevator, but on the stairs, you have options. If something goes wrong in here, we're kind of well,
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm going to roll a luck roll to see if something goes wrong in the elevator.
You guys brought this on yourselves.
Oh, I rolled a 12. So not only does nothing go wrong in the elevators, you guys reach the top of it. You're like something will go wrong in here. There's like quiet beat. You get to the top. The elevator's open. There's like a woman like walking down, and she goes, I don't know what to do. Oh, hi. Do you guys want a bunch of cookies? Sorry, we didn't eat them. She just hands you like a huge platter of cookies.
Oh, what flavor are they?
That is the nicest thing anyone's ever done in this game.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good. I mean, it's a like a choose your own adventure of cookies. So many different kinds.
Why do I? No, Philip. What it needs to be is 12 chocolate chip and 1 oatmeal raisin.
But it's hard to tell which one's which. So
it's a
like
baker's dozen, and of the baker's dozen, 12 are chocolate chip and 1
fucking
is
cookie Russian roulette. Jesus Christ.
London will just
dozen. Baker's dozen is 13.
There are, there's
Those are
13
Joke's on
cookies.
you, I
on the
like
platter.
an oatmeal raisin.
For those of you.
So anyway, so she just hands you guys like a big platter of cookies, and it's like, okay, oh my god, the elevator, so convenient. She hits a button. You guys see where the stair entrance is, if there's anything. This floor is a little bit more like some of the other. This floor is not so much like 10, where it's clearly just offices. There are some like wider hallways that have bigger doors that seem to be the stuff that seem to lead into more like warehouse storage rooms than just offices. You also can tell that from what windows there are kind of on this sort of like shining down hallways, it's the storm seems to be like growing out there, and you even do see some rain against the window panes. Do you guys just want to wait for the others or continue your weird conversation? Cool.
Nothing to worry about.
Understood.
We're
Then
totally fine.
Yeah, we'll just enjoy our cookies.
You guys just eat. You guys eat all the cookies, so there's none left for that. So you guys finish the cookies right as the door opens in Montreal.
Well, it took
and
so
Zurich.
long, so.
Yeah.
I want Montreal to just kick the door open. I need some razzle dazzle.
Jakarta's standing right next to the door.
Perfect. Yeah. Jakarta, give me a dodge roll. That's good.
Okay.
So it's not my intention.
It's under coordination.
Yeah. Coordination. I'll just take the 2. All right. Let's see. No way. I got 2 6s.
2 6s. You with cat-like reflexes, Jakarta jumps out of the way.
Oh my god. Why was I standing there?
Why did he kick the door open? It's about fucking time you got up here.
Whatever.
If we'd all just take the elevator together. then
Maybe.
you wouldn't almost.
This ass is
Part
to
of
get this
concussion.
tight without
Why are
work.
you talking like that now?
Okay,
Talk
well,
like what?
It's so
you know,
weird.
if we'd all been
Why?
in a theater together, it would have been kind of crowded. Also, then we wouldn't have had as many cookies.
That's
Not-
true.
You guys like cookies?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
somebody
yeah,
just gave us
that's
a
what
bunch
you
of
get.
cookies.
for not taking the elevator.
Not having fear makes you a little unpleasant, London. I'm just gonna say that.
Okay.
A little feisty too. I like it.
You think I
You're-
care what you think?
Weird way to
Mm.
like your women to be what submissive out of.
Oh,
fear.
do you want me to be like super sweet to you? Just so
No,
you're
not no submissiveness, just not rude.
I'm not being rude,
reason.
I'm being frank and direct.
Dr. Partridge now gets
That
up
she is
here.
being frank. If you were a man, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
All
I'm-
right. 12
I'm
flights.
nice.
being frank.
Thank you, Omaha.
Oh dear, they're arguing. She kind of looks back, and Dallas is still huffing and puffing his way up. But Dallas, are you doing all right?
I'm great. I'm doing just great.
You know what could solve that? The elevator.
Thanks.
Or cardio.
Ooh.
Ooh, where did that come from?
Hey, Jeremy, could you actually roll me a D100? This has, if you roll a 13, I'm gonna count that, but otherwise this is just unrelated.
I'm scared.
Okay.
Do it.
That's concerning.
Don't roll a 13 though.
I'm not gonna do multiples of 13. If you roll the 143, though, that'll count.
96.
96. 96 he was. All right. Oh, that's actually pretty fun. Cool. There is a sort of emerging from sort of one of these rooms is a woman like a tiefling or fiendkind, a sort of demonic looking woman with horns. She is wearing like a very nice suit, like very kind of nice tie kind of. She sort of walks out and says, "Oh yes, I thought I heard you, Doctor. Is there anything that we? Oh my word!" And Dr. Partridge turns to her and says, "Please inform the department heads. It's time for Project 143 to begin." "Oh yes, at once I will inform. Oh my dear, yes, of course. Do you require?" And she says, "No, I won't require any help from anyone. We're just going to I'm just going to do. But go ahead and let them know. The time is right." "Yes, of course I can." "Oh, congratulations." And she just kind of walks off.
We all heard that, right?
Mhm.
Are you after some award or something?
No,
For what you're doing to your test subjects?
No, I'm after. I genuinely do want to make sure you all get your memories back. That will go well. But if you're ready,
Because it helps you too.
Precisely, Montreal. This could be a mutually beneficial situation. A successful treatment of a patient is a success both for the patient and the physician.
Hmm.
If a mental health professional helps someone get over a problem they're having, that's a win for everyone, right? If a doctor sets your leg and your leg heals, then the doctor has succeeded, you've succeeded. It's a win-win. How about we all win together?
Not sure I'm a fan of the alternative, so why not?
Indeed.
Okay, so what do we do? What do I do?
This way, please, my friends. And she sort of leads you guys down a little hallway. And do any of you does anyone have navigate or would like to make a navigate roll? Sadly, Omaha, you haven't focused on your girl Hattie yet, so you don't get this as like
No,
automatic thing.
You know what?
I will.
I'll
sorry.
add 2 to navigate.
Okay.
I have points left. Okay. If she's doing it, I won't do it.
I've got 3 in navigate already, so I'll do it.
3 4s.
London, have you added the points yet?
No,
Okay, I will add them for you.
it's
Oh,
Okay,
that's
so
not.
you added 2 to navigate, getting you to 4 FD, and you had 3 4s from 4 dice. That's great.
yes.
Montreal, how'd you do?
2 6.
2 6s.
I got a straight. I got 2, 3, 4.
You may re-roll then for free. navigate. So that's going to get you to 5 dice for navigate for the future, and that will take you down to 4 remaining points. Okay, perfect.
Wait, me or
Carter resembling me and say that he has no sense of direction?
Montreal, did you put extra points into navigator? Or you just rolled what you had.
I just rolled normal.
Copy. Just kidding.
Wait,
we
what
go.
did
Back
I
to
change?
perfect. Okay, so London and Montreal have a sense. I know there were some other comments there. Did anybody else say a thing or two? Okay,
Nothing
cool.
important.
London and Montreal, you do have a very clear sense that you are walking towards the back of the building, and how far you've walked, it seems like this floor may extend further into the mountain than other floors that you've been on. Yes.
Sorry. Have we already established that the mist is coming from the mountain into the level 7?
That has been something I think some of you kind of grokked. Whether or not it's been explicitly said, I'm not sure, but you've gotten a sense of that. But it's so basically, it seems like maybe like some of the floors of the building have like if you were looking at a cross section, some floors are just flat against it, but others kind of go in. And you basically, what London and Montreal feel like is you are going further in whatever direction the mountain is, like further than the up to this point your understanding of the width of the building. That's what your navigation tells you.
Okay.
Is there like something I could roll to like get, I guess, detect vibe, like to feel like this is the vibe ominous? Like, do I feel like, man, this just
Sure, give me a
feel
detect
right?
vibe. That's good. That's a good one.
Two ones. Oh, it's probably
2
not good.
1s. I'm gonna actually key this to what you've rolled a little more. You certainly feel like the vibe does not feel ominous or menacing, but it feels a little dangerous. You know you're very high up, and you know you're walking into a mountain that is like an active volcano, as far as you know. So you don't feel like monsters, or like you don't feel like there's gonna be like a betrayal or like a thing, but you do feel like you're going to a more dangerous zone. Almost to that point, as you walk through, you are beginning to see more like warning signs, and you're no longer seeing, suit-clad people, and you even are seeing some of the employees in these halls as you sort of pass through are maybe wearing like safety goggles and the like of that. So I would say the overall sense with your detect vibe is not menace but danger.
I guess channeling like various characters now molded into one person.
Yes.
I'm going to I'm just going to like whisper to London. Be like, hey, mama. I know you ain't got no...
Don't call me mama.
I know you ain't got no fear. I know you don't need any protecting.
Thank
Just
you.
keep your eyes sharp, keep your ears open. Because I
Okay.
ain't got a good feeling about this.
Thank you. Please do not call me mama again.
Shit.
I'm not going to ask again, actually.
I got you.
But I appreciate your warning. I will take it into consideration.
Okay. As that conversation happens, you also notice that there seems to be a slight incline as you're sort of going up. And you eventually do reach a zone of this area that is a zone of this floor. Though it still feels like a building and sort of institutional, like a government facility of some kind, the way that sections of the building have up to this point. What you're now getting is a much more like roughly assembled. It doesn't have the sort of style and office kind of like, office building vibe of some of the other areas. You're getting to a place that is much more like purely industrial, unworked metal walls and kind of, just prefab stuff. It's suddenly everything's like echoey. You can smell dust. It's kind of that. You're no longer in a pleasant white collar space. Kind of is the vibe. As you get up here, though, you notice that in this chamber there actually are a few sort of employees in lab coats and like safety goggles and hard hats in some cases. Sort of there is a large set of doors, like up a small metal, like a grated metal staircase like you'd see on like a work site. And those lead up to a set of doors through which you can see what looks like rain and also mist outside. Through glass doors.
Okay, so what do we do? Do we go outside into that?
Yes, we'll not at once, but there is an area out here that has a unique sort of a cage built around it.
To protect us or you?
To protect you. It's going to allow you to be in the midst of a dread storm and the mist themselves, but the mist themselves will not permeate the cage. So the sort of dread energy is present without the enervating ability of the mists. This is going to allow you to experience... Yes, London?
Why don't we just let the mists go into us? Because, like, Sister Mercy had...
No, don't do that.
Well, I mean, the mist arm.
Very well. I'll tell you what, London.
Oh, no.
Give me an analyze and add your Sister Mercy to it. So that's 3 dice.
Okay.
That's fun.
No matches.
I will say that, but that's actually sort of a perfect, like, focused on Sister Mercy vibe. Like, it worked for her. Dr. Partridge will simply say, Sister Mercy's fate was unusual. For the most part, the mists are enervating to the point that they will stop your heart. They will eventually, sort of, most people die in the mist.
Can't you restart it?
Well, perhaps, but...
you should let her try it. See what happens.
Oh, you seem super eager for me to, like, die or something.
Just trying to see if you got your fear back.
Speaking of which, Lauren, make a roll a d13. Let's give you a luck.
Oh, god damn.
Let's see if your fear is back.
Also, like, here's my argument for all of this. Does she... 10. Does she lack self-preservation as well?
She has no fear. She is because she does not believe anything bad will happen to her.
Okay, that's fair.
Nothing.
Nope.
Why am I afraid of that? Nothing will happen. Yeah.
Okay.
If this guy stabs me with a knife, I'm gonna beat him before he gets me. That's the vibe.
Okay.
Yeah. What? I'm gonna jump off this. I bet I have a parachute I forgot about. I'm fine. That's the vibe. Okay, so as this is happening, nevertheless, with a 10, London, you're saying this, but you're beginning to have a glimmer of like, oh boy, though. Like maybe that isn't great. You're still your fear is still suppressed, but you can feel.
But she's like,
Yeah. It's like it's that moment where you're like, I'm not so drunk anymore. Yeah. I'm still drunk, but I'm not as drunk.
Maybe I shouldn't be acting like that. A little bit. I'm still going to. But maybe I shouldn't.
So Dr. Partridge says, very well. So, my friends, if you're all right with it, we have we do have some garb for you to wear.
Is it weird?
Well, it might strike you as a little strange, yes. But
everything is weird.
And she sort of goes over, and they sort of wheel over like a rack, and on the rack they are sort of full body robes that they'd like you all to wear. They're sort of this like light blue color.
Do I recognize them from either of my characters?
Let me look at those specific characters. You do not from either of those characters. In fact, let me see if any of your characters would. That's a nope, that's a nope, that's a nope, that's a nope, nope, nope. And that's a nope, nope, nope. And fuck me. Alright, fine. Liv.
Woo.
You can roll 4 dice. 3 from analyze, 1 from someone on your sheet.
Got nothing. 4, 5, 6, 8.
4, 5, 6.
No, it has to be a complete.
It has to be a full.
Oh.
It has to be a complete straight. That's the only time you get to reroll.
Is me.
Then
Nothing I can do to change one.
you can absolutely spend your power to re-roll all of them, or you can spend 5 power to change one to another and guarantee yourself a success. You can spend 3 power to just re-roll all 4 dice. Yeah, but that is your power.
Yeah.
So, might be worth hanging on to here in a minute.
Do it. Do it.
Do
Do
it.
it.
Do it. Do it.
Y'all just want to see me die.
No, I think
I just
what
want to
they,
see.
Well,
what we
apparently
I
find
think
out.
they
going
want the
to,
information
so-
and don't care if you die.
Yeah.
We can do together, yes, as our characters.
No, I
The ends justify the means.
I am offended, sir.
You're gonna hold off?
Not a sir. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off.
I was talking to Stoll. Yeah.
How dare you accurately express what my plans are? Shocked and appalled. Yeah, I get it. Okay. Well then. Then I will say that to Omaha, the robes feel vaguely familiar. But nothing that, like, you know, you're not like, yeah, like, oh, that's almost, but whatever. So the point is, you guys are, she says, you could put these robes on. It just might help jog your memories, but you certainly don't have to.
Sure, I'll put it on.
I will.
Always wanted to be in a cult. Do we have matching tennis shoes or anything?
Oh my god.
No. Well, we could get some for you if you'd like.
It's fine. I just want to move on.
Zurich says, always wanted to be in a cult. Alright, perfect. Then, if you guys put these robes on, at this point a door sort of opens behind you. And some of these figures you'd seen before and others you have not seen yet. Hildegard, the doll maker, she shows up, but she is with a gentleman kind of around her age. He's in like a white coat. He's got some like... He looks like he's like a painter of some kind. Characters who were on the island before would recognize this man. He actually was never identified, but he was the man making the dollhouses. He and Hildegard show up. You also see that Mr. S is here. CJ Soot comes in, smoking his cigarette and saying, "Oh, wonderful, there's about to be a show. This is going to be delightful. Oh, look at them. All dressed up and no place to... Well, I won't spoil it.
No, spoil it.
Ooh, someone's getting feisty. And Mr. S goes... Wait, what was Mr. S's voice? I can't remember. Oh, Southern, that's right. Mr. S will go, "Oh, no, wait a minute now. No, hold on a second." He sort of walks over to London and says, "I'm sorry to sort of see you again so soon. Are you all right? Would you like me to sort of stand behind yonder column so you don't see my..." All right, yes, this young lady is still under the effects of a fierce suppressant. Dr. Birch says, "I'm aware it's going to be part of the experiment." Well, now, doctor, are you sure you want to... So it's fine. Well, all right then. Well, I have to admit, I will be curious how this works out for you, young lady. And you let me know if you wind up being scared of me again. I shall duck behind yonder column.
Well, I appreciate you, but y'all are really eager to see what happens to somebody in this situation who is not afraid, aren't you? Why?
Yeah, very much.
Is this place
Jakarta's...
being scared your like power source or something? Because it's really weird that you guys name everything Dread
Well, I mean,
spell.
If you are in a cult, fear is a powerful tool.
Is it a Dread cult?
Whether you're in a cult, in a romantic relationship,
No, I'm not. I'm
Well,
not in a cult.
fear is always the best motivator of everything.
What are you trying to get us to do?
Personally, I'm trying to get you to something noteworthy and interesting, worth writing up, but we'll see how you fare. This whole thing is going to be... Whether this is a... I'll tell you this, I don't think this will be boring. Dr. Parcher's either going to show us all up, or... Jesus, please stop. Just can you please, Mr. Soot, please. And he's, oh, of course, sorry.
Okay, so it's for your entertainment
Well,
and your career, your
potentially.
little paper.
The doors open again. Lady Rhiannon Dythe kind of walks in. She's trailed by the peg-legged gentleman. Once again, the doctor rushes back and says, "You can't bring someone else here. He's not. This is for department heads only." And she says, "My friend is of my blood, and he goes where I go."
I turn to London. Who's that?
This is the Miss Walker
That's
person.
another person that works here. I don't know.
A peg leg one?
Yeah, I don't know. We ran into them a while ago.
What? When?
Before you woke up. I don't know. We don't know very much about anyone here. Like, I appreciate you thinking that I know. I don't know. He's a pirate. He's from a movie or something. I don't know.
In any event, Zane.
Yeah,
Would you
baby.
roll a d13 for me?
Yes.
No.
I've been rolling my D13, trying to hit a 13.
Trying to get
So
one.
I feel like I've hit a lot of
You've,
not.
you've
So
gotten
that's
the
fine.
others out of your system. Sure.
No.
13?
No.
We're dead.
James,
We're
Let's
dead.
literally just say that things don't work that way. That's not how statistics work.
But
And
they
it's
do,
rolled a
baby.
Fucking 13.
I was about to say the same thing, so
We're
I'm.
dead.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck math.
No. No. I'm
This is-
leaving this marriage.
Yeah,
This character was fun while it
Zane,
lasted.
Zane,
Weird.
Zane, my sweet, sweet boy. Would you please roll another one? And if you can roll another 13, that would be a horror surgeon. That would
I don't
be-
want you to. James.
Yes.
Don't.
It's a 4.
Oh.
Actually, roll another one. This will not. If it's a 13, this will not count. This is for the other part.
It's a 6.
A 6. Thank you, sir.
Wow. I've been rolling, and I have not hit 1. That was it. I was getting all the
just
other
saving
ones.
its load for you.
It
Yeah.
rolls.
Wow. Oh,
Edging.
wow.
All
You were just
13
edging
inches.
on a 13?
All right.
Whew.
6 he rolls.
So
Oh, that's amazing. You guys hear a massive thunder, and the building, you hear the building like groaning, and they all say, the sort of department heads there all sort of pause, and Dr. Parcher says, "That's the okay. The storm is on. Here we go. This is time. It is beginning." And CJ Soot, because you rolled a 6, thanks for that part. CJ Soot kind of pauses and goes, "Oh, do you hear the sound of that, don't you all? Hear the rhythm of the rain? Sounds like home to me." Everyone make a listen roll. All 6 of you.
Nada.
Wait, did you say roll 13?
No, rolling.
No,
roll
roll
a
a
look
listen.
roll.
Oh, roll, look, roll.
Oh, I thought you said
threes.
listen.
2
You said-
3s.
Wait, did you say look or listen?
Listen, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Listen. I said it right the first time, then got distracted.
No matches.
So
No match.
just only person who had matches
Rolled
is
a 1 and a 3, but no match.
only person who had matches is our dear sweet Dallas. And Dallas, I have great news for you, my dear, because you have been in the place where this is. I would love for you, I'm even going to let this be calculate because of your sort of mental brain and sort of this. Give me a calculate, add your essay rollings.
Fantastic. There's one thing I love more than rolling a bunch of dice, it's rolling even more dice.
Who wouldn't, you know?
Amen.
I have 2 1s and I have a 1, 2, 3.
Wait,
I'm just letting you know. I know
the 1, 2, 3 won't happen if it's not a full straight, but so you have 2 1s?
2 1s, yeah.
Loss of control, dizziness, even in a sense, will make sense. Dallas, CJ Soot, the way he's listening to it, you can feel the rain, and you actually almost do. You listen and you hear, and as you're calculating this, you're like, there is a pattern. It's like there's like a rhythm to this rain, but it's like a swung rhythm. It's
Like
kind
a
of
sexy rhythm?
no, it's a jazzy rhythm, like what they
Okay.
played back in Heistalese, where it
Yeah.
was for a while. So in other words, this is a Heistalesian Dreadstorm.
Okay.
And a bit jazzy. But Dr. Partridge at this time is like, okay, Ollius, get out there. This is happening. She begins sort of moving you guys in the thing. However, because of Zurich's 13 that he rolled earlier, one last individual comes in as the doors open. A man walks in. He is tall, looks stern. He's wearing a black suit with a white shirt and a black tie. But very upsettingly, over his face, he is wearing a porcelain mask with like red hair over the top of it. He's wearing a Maisie mask. And Dr. Partridge kind of pauses and goes, "Oh yes, research and development. Thank you for joining us. We've been awaiting you. Yes, we're so glad that you're finally here for this. If you're we are about to begin. The storm has started." And the voice goes, "I'm aware the storm has started." And this voice is the most chilling voice any of you have heard.
Does it impact me?
No. But Emissary, or that is to say Omaha, who has Emissary inside of her, would you please... Emissary, I'd like you to make a listen roll Omaha, make a listen roll adding your Emissary bonus. That's 3 dice.
Okay.
If you wanted to spend 2 power, you could get an extra die on just this one.
No, but I think I might put an extra one into listen.
Sure thing. I will do that for you here. So you'll have a total of 4 on this roll.
Okay.
As you sort of prick up your ears.
That is 2 8s.
2 8s. Ooh, 13, 13, 13. The perfect thing to roll here. Omaha, you have a terrifying sensation. Emissary heard this voice. This is the man who offered her peace at the end of her life. This is the man who she couldn't see. When she was in that room after being knocked out by those gargoyles, when she instilled Cutter and Vela were given
Do
the
I have
opportunity.
a sense that this voice is good or...
Interestingly, you do have the sense that this voice was kind to you. Or rather, to the doll. That life that you can remember. This voice was kind to Emissary. This voice allowed Emissary a peaceful existence rather than sending her soul back into the mist. Stilled Cutter, Emissary, and Vela got something nice. Lamp Black got something else.
So Well, I'm not sure if this voice is good or bad. It seems to come when you're about to die,
So bad.
but it did nice thing.
What are we gonna? Is it? Should we not be? Hey,
Just ignore
Who's-
it.
Are you calling to the guy?
who are you? Yeah, like
This sort of flat, mazy masked face turns to you.
what's your deal here, sir?
I oversee another department.
What department?
Research and development.
Yeah,
That
that one.
R&D.
R&D? Research and dread?
In a matter of speaking.
Oh, of course. Of course. Of course it's dread.
He sort of pauses and looks at Zurich and Omaha more particularly. Says, yes. I still think that this is a mistake.
Is it reincarnation and death?
Reincarnation. What an interesting idea. This is a mistake. You shouldn't do this. Something's wrong. Dr. Partridge says, are you going to veto Project 143? He says, I've said I won't. But I am making it known that I think this is a bad idea. Something is off.
What do you think is gonna happen?
I don't know.
What's
Is it
off?
her? Because she's not afraid.
Oh my god.
He looks at London and goes, she is irrelevant.
Oh,
It's
perfect.
something else.
Yes.
I'm not sure. He sort of pauses. But I will not interfere.
Wait. What's the consequence if it's like off? Is it just like it's like a spoiled experiment, or is this bad for us?
Dr. Partridge kind of just comes over and says, "Don't listen to him. He's just afraid of progress. The time is now. Are you ready?"
Oh, so you guys feel fear. He's afraid.
Of course.
Dr. Partridge,
He
you
will
sure
pause
to-
and say, "Of course I'm afraid."
Of what?
He gestures to his own face.
Okay. Being a doll with ratty hair?
Her hair's not ratty. It's red and very nicely coiffed.
Dr.
say it
Partridge,
anyway.
you assured us that this was safe.
It is.
Do you stand by that?
I cannot assure you it's safe. I'm saying you'll be safe from the mist. All I'm saying is I believe this is the best opportunity for you to get your memories back.
Is this going to be bad for them?
It might be bad for some of them, but that would be good for us.
Let's do it.
Oh my god,
Some
yeah.
of who?
Just do it. Just let me do whatever.
Yeah, what else are we going to do? This place is fucked.
Very well. You guys sort of move over there. She goes to the doors, they open. She says, "I'm gonna walk you out. And she'll sort of pause and say, everyone else, there's if you are coming, you can come out with us to the observation area. And the other
Join the show. Everyone.
the other department heads will go with her. You guys begin walking down. Remember, in Contact, that like the long metal walkway she's going down on the thing. That's the vibe of this. Okay, you guys are like, what is that, Liv?
Oh, I was just saying I love that movie so much. It's one of the reasons I wanted to go into acting.
It's a good movie. So you do remember Contact? Anyway, yeah. So the point is, as you guys kind of walk down this metal walkway, you do find that there's sort of a little platform, and you are under glass out here, and the mist and rain are over it, and I think that no roll will be required for this. You guys begin to have the sensation that you are inside the shaft of the volcano, right up at the top of it. So in other words, kind of the mist is spewing out over you, and now there is rain and mist swirling down from above. This seems like a very dangerous thing. You're walking through some kind of glass hallway, very very sort of okay, this seems like a thing. But toward the end of it, you see there's kind of an observation deck, and then beyond there's another little portal, and through that is this spherical chamber made of some kind of mesh. And as far as you can tell, looking through the glass door, the mist is not going through that mesh.
Is there a stopping point for the other people who are observing? Where would Dr. Partridge stop?
So Dr. Partridge seems to be going to that portal with all of you, but the others are all stopping within the glass right at that doorway. And from here, it kind of almost arcs to the side, so you can watch this little mesh cube, or this mesh sphere rather, that is probably the sphere, and there's a little floor in the center of it, kind of so you can stand. This sphere diameter that you'd be standing on is probably about 15 feet.
So is Dr. Partridge on the other side of the mesh, or the...
Right now, none of you are in the mesh. Right now, you guys are walking towards a door that leads to this mesh sphere.
Okay.
And you assume that's where you're going, unlike what you're under, which has a very heavy and intense glass. What is out there seems to be it's going to be raining on you out there, but as far as you can tell, the purple mist is not going into that mesh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we just
Shall
go?
we?
All right. Are you prepared?
Sure.
Wonderful.
No, but does that matter?
She begins
How does it work?
I think we'll find out.
Indeed. All right, so this way, what she sort of says, basically, this is sort of a form of exposure therapy. We're going to let you really feel the storm, and it's coming down now, perfect. And she sort of opens it, and behind you, CJ, so it's going. Oh yes, this is very much a hastily storm. Look how that one cloud's betraying that other cloud. Poetry in motion. She sort of opens this portal and walks through, and she goes first, and she's kind of leading you and say, all right, this way quickly. And as you get out there, you notice there are these these kind of chairs that you can sort of sit in. The chairs have handles which you can grab, kind of like on a theme park ride, something you can like grab onto to sort of, you know, hold yourself. You can put your hands up, and they do have harnesses, like they can like strap you in. As far as you can tell, they are simple, like, you know, you as far as you can tell, it's a push button. It's not like they're locking you from an external thing. Like a seat belt, there's a button on it, from what you can tell, but she's kind of gesturing, and at this point, rain is falling down on all of you, and there is this sickly sweet scent in the air, but none of you feel what many of you from your past lives would know would be the enervating, energy-draining mist. Right now, you can smell it, but none of you seem to be affected by it, and the mist is kind of swirling all around the sort of thing. Yes,
Can London turn to the doctor and say, before we do this, what are you afraid of?
If this doesn't work, sit down. Rolls of thunder, intensity. What do you all do?
Zurich.
I sit.
Sits down.
Yeah.
Sit
So
down.
sad.
The doctor will sort of suggest, she'll tell you to buckle yourselves in just in case of like wind and everything. But she kind of is saying, all right, there we go. And does anybody not buckle themselves in? Anybody just sit down? Like anybody doing anything other than what her instructions are?
I am going to follow instructions.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
It's not because she's afraid.
You're good.
But
Yeah,
she'll be like, okay, this is the experiment, fine.
I get it. So yes, you guys all sit down in the chairs. Dr. Partridge kind of makes sure you're all in place, and then she says, "Good luck. When next we speak," she's called. Hold on, I'll do it like there's rain. Good luck. When next we speak, you'll all remember who you are. She runs out.
Don't trust this at all.
Well, do we have a choice?
Well, now we don't.
Your
I
light
barely-
blue.
We're in it.
At this point, your light blue robes are basically dark blue from the rain that is falling and kind of dripping in through this thing. She goes out. My dear friends, I need a few things to happen now. As this storm begins to sort of greatly intensify. First of all, Dan, my sweet boy, my beloved young man, I need you to roll a d13, and I need you to do what Zane just did. That would be really cool.
I don't think you should.
Don't.
You, Lauren, don't want.
Hi.
London doesn't care.
Don't do it.
That being said, there are two other numbers.
Oh my god, I did it! I fucking did it! 13!
Did you
baby, let's
do it?
go!
Possible. Not possible.
Me, Lauren, scared. London, no scared.
Oh my god.
That's my boy.
Oh,
No.
it's there. I see it.
I hate you both so
Guys, the dice
The twins.
The dice
The twins are fucking us up,
from
man.
mathdice.com, where I bought these. I need to get another set because Moses doesn't have one of these.
No.
From mathdice.com. Thank you so much for what you're doing. I think it was called
No.
mathdice.
They're loaded.
Cursed. It has math.
Dan, roll me
in it.
another one.
Hey,
Don't. No.
Wow.
Oh my god. Stop.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Stop filleting the dog.
I'm
Yeah,
give me
stop
one
blading the
second.
dice.
I love you. Okay, no, that's a 7.
7? Okay, perfect. So yeah, there will not be a horror surge because, oh boy, what a horror surge would have been a TPK with you guys all in this, but we're at 1. All right.
No, it's
Dan, thank you. Dan, thank you so much. You're
Well,
so-
look, I'd like to say I did this for you, but let's be honest. I did this for me.
Dan, you have no idea what you've just done.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, I assume I'm about to find out.
You have
Probably
unlocked.
kill me.
You have unlocked my dream scenario.
Uh-oh.
Oh, guys! Oh, okay. So, all right. The storm begins to rain down. And does anybody here have 4 or more dice in look?
Yes.
Look.
Yeah.
Zurich,
as
Zurich,
you now-
Jakarta?
I can now.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
adding some. Perfect. All right, so
I have 4.
everyone who has 4 or more dice in look, you are able to, you're kind of like looking back through the observation. You do notice that from that observation deck at some kind of panel console, Dr. Partridge is throwing a switch. Okay.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Wrong lever.
Yeah, with y'all.
You
And
love us.
suddenly, the wind in this chamber intensifies greatly. You feel a massive updraft, but also kind of like swirling rain. And sure enough, you begin to all be thrown around within your seats. Those of you who weren't grabbing your handles might do so just to like try to give yourself a little comfort.
London was not.
Understood. So London, you're just like, whoa, it's kind of crazy. But at this point, it is going wild. Those of you who have seen that she has done this. Anyone who'd like to, and as this is happening, like you are feeling like an intensity. If you all want to simply give yourselves over to this process, you can choose to do that. No rolls required. If anyone wants to like resist this process and write it out and know what they're doing, they could do that. The other option is if anybody wants to, rather than give into this process, or even resist it, if anybody wants to focus on watching that observation room, you may also do that. I would urge those who have 4 or more dice to choose that option instead.
I will
I'll
focus.
look.
I
Okay.
will be focusing on the observation room.
Anyone with looks, go ahead and focus. Montreal and Omaha, go ahead and do your look rolls. Montreal and Omaha, are you guys giving yourselves up to this, or are you going to sort of resist the kind of intense wind wildness that's happening?
I think instinctively, I would try to resist it.
Understood. Okay. Montreal?
I'm gonna say the Darius Conblood within Montreal is just gonna let it happen.
Let it ride. All right.
It's gonna see what goes on.
Dick Rambone, or
All right.
Rambone will let it ride as well.
Dick
He
Rambone will ride it. Okay.
In fact,
all right, so
only Uruk
Omaha.
resists.
So Dick Rambone, you're giving in. And here we go. Montreal, you give in
You know, like troll dance.
to this process, and as you do, your mind begins to open to other memories and other dolls. You begin to think of those random people you once had, Solomon Ortega, or the PA, Faust Simpleton, Captain Kidd, and even Reginald Smuggles, good old Reginald Smuggles, the gentleman boxer. And even your memories of Stilt Cutter, the doll that is missing, come flooding back to you. But Montreal, they are not memories of something that you've watched or observed. You, with great confidence, do feel that you are experiencing your own memories. You are experiencing things that have happened to you. Though, on some level, this is where it was going. At this time, Montreal, you remember everything. Every character you've played in this game, with the exception of your character from that one session where you were Regrim. Don't remember Regrim,
okay.
but everyone else, you remember. You remember every single thing, and you remember it as if it happened to you, and you know that it did. And you know from Stilt Cutter's memory that the robes you're wearing belong to the Screamers. The blue robes of the Screamers. What this means to you is uncertain. Omaha, you are trying to resist this intensity. Please, under your will, give me a keep control roll. The Screamers, for those who don't know, are the very frightening humanoid forms that exist on this island, and as some of these people learned, are what all player characters are made out of. They are these, like, they have, like, long, elongated features, kind of like oversized eyes stretched out. They make this, like, gravelly cry. They have stringy hair, and they wear these blue things.
Lovely.
Omaha, how did you roll on your keep control? Omaha,
Oh, that is a good question.
for keep control, you have 3 dice.
Yes. Sorry, I was engrossed in chat.
Understood.
Two 8s.
Oh,
2
no.
8s. Why, 8 is Triskaidekaphobia, and on this, a knight of 8s. Oh, and this is perfect because you, Omaha, are one of the ones who has a thing. So Omaha, you do try to resist. Oh fuck. Oh, this is so bad, Omaha. Oh no. Okay. So, Omaha. You resist whatever's going through. You resist these winds. You resist because there are so many dolls that were in there that you haven't even like considered closely. There's that like Chip Harrington III like little douchebag doll, and you're like, oh my god, he was in like a food court with like mannequins, and oh, he was such a dick, and oh my god, and there was, you know, and you're kind of like remembering this stuff, and like, oh, Sophie, like, oh no, Sophie, oh Penny, you're kind of remembering this. Zeke, wait, oh poor Zeke, you know, etc. Ooh, that's a big fucking thing, by the way. Oh shit, fuck me, oh that's amazing. Okay, so Omaha.
Mm-hmm.
This is bad. Omaha, you can feel something trying to worm its way into your mind, but you're not like, because Montreal is over there like having like he's freaking out at this stuff. Omaha, you can feel yourself pushing on this, but then you feel this other mind, this other memory, the one that has been kept from you more aggressively than the others. As much control as you keep. You literally realize this is so 13 is perfect. You literally realize that you have no control over the part of you that is arguably the dearest, Dahlia Frey. You are missing part of who you are. She is gone. And though you can feel her memories, like basically despite your resistance to being overwhelmed by this, the insistent aching emptiness of this other person you can't remember because she's taken away begins to overwhelm you. You pass out, screaming in agony.
Awesome sauce.
In the meantime, the four of you who did your look rolls, how did your look rolls go?
I got
Failed.
two twos.
2 2s.
Which has to do with people.
No luck for London. London, you, in the meantime, has to do with people. Oh, that's actually a great point. Zurich and Dallas, how'd you guys do?
Pair of 7s.
1s and 7s. So we have 2s, 1s, and 7s. Who rolled the 7s? Zane. You can see over there that she has sort of done that. And you and Jakarta and Dallas, you all witness the following. London, meanwhile, your mind is just going and you're beginning to connect to other characters you had, and you're sort of having a similar experience to Montreal. Because you were spending your time looking and not resisting, you're kind of getting drawn into this. But Zurich, you see that as Dr. Partridge has done this in the other forms there, you notice that one of the forms is doing something else. Actually, 2 of the forms. Zurich, as far as you can tell, and it's hard to see through all this mire and craziness, but it seems like there's like a fight amongst the department heads. Jakarta, with your understanding of people, given that you've rolled a 2 here, crowds and panic, I think that you, because you've been suspicious of it, you notice that the main aggressor back there who is causing more trouble, at least one of them, is that sailor. The sailor...
And when you say fight, do you mean like physical fight?
Like a physical fight.
Okay.
The sailor seems to be taking out some of the department heads. You see bodies falling. The sailor is summoning something, like knocking some people down and like not like restraining them. The others are being restrained. As far as you can tell, I'll say with the 2, you're not exactly sure. It seems like CJ Soot is not taking part. It seems that Swaihi and the doll maker and the others are being knocked about by the the sailor. It seems that Dr. Partridge is fighting someone off, you're not sure, but you suspect it's Lady Rhiannon Dythe. And you suspect that the research and development is standing with CJ Soot, letting some things happen. Dallas. Loss of control and dizziness. So I'll say that while Jakarta, because of the people and the panic, you're seeing this sudden attack from the sailor, this yo-ho-ho and a bottle of my peg leg in your neck is going on. What you see, Dallas, is a fight over the controls, where Dr. Partridge is being sort of pushed aside and fighting as hard as she can against Lady Rhiannon Dythe. And then you see that Dr. Partridge is in fact, thanks to that sweet 13 you rolled me, thrown back against the room. And as far as you can tell, it's hard to see through all the purple between, but you think you see a little bit of red against the glass. And then, none of the four of you can see anything but purple. Lady Rhiannon seems to begin something, and suddenly the mist is so thick, so intense. You are effectively in a sphere surrounded by pure purple, shaking violently, ripping about. Because none of you were resisting this at this time, you do all begin to experience like Montreal did and Omaha tried not to. Zurich, of course, yours is worse because you also feel a gaping emptiness in this process. All of you, the last things you see and then you also all begin to realize that every doll is a life that you remember in its entirety, and you start to suspect that they're all you. They're every single thing you've tried to be, every attempt, every way you've been tormented in this place. All some part of your soul. Two of you, however, are suffering much more tremendously from this. Because, again, part of your souls have been removed. So to that point, everyone, please roll for me, whether conscious or not, a resist injury under your vitality.
Putting 2 dice in the 2 of my remaining points in there.
I think that makes sense.
I would like to add 3 dice.
3 dice to resist injury. I will do that for you.
What is the maximum you can have in resistance?
Technically, you could go all the way up to 10. It's just that would be a massive amount of your, you can never have more dice. You can never have more than 10 dice on any roll.
You upped resist disease on mine.
So I did. There you go. Liv, you want to add? How many?
Well, just 1.
1. I will add 1 to yours.
I'll add 3.
Okay. I will add 3 to yours in just 1 moment.
I'm spending 4 power to gain an extra 2 dice on this.
I think that's wise as well.
Only 1. Wait. How many dice does everyone else have? Maybe I'll put 4. I'll put 1 more in and take it up.
You could put 1 more in. I'd get to 4. That's probably a good idea.
Let's go to 4.
Dan, you've done yours. So Jeremy, you wanted me to add some for you. How many?
It'd bring me up to 6, so 3.
Okay, baby. You only got 2 left in your thing there. Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, now's the time to spend them. I get it. Moses, did you want to add any?
I'm gonna add 2, and can I spend some power to add more dice?
Absolutely. So you're going to add 2, bringing it down to the 4, and then how many more dice do you want to add? It's 2 power per extra die. You want to spend 4, and you'll have 2. You'll have 6 right now.
Yeah, give me that.
All right.
I'm gonna spend 2 for 1 extra. So I'll have 7.
Right, we're all loading up.
Yeah.
I will spend 2 as well.
Okay.
So I'll get 1 extra, so a total of 6.
I love it. Okay.
I'm scared.
I'd be sort of scared. All right. Has everyone completed this roll?
Well, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Is the going from a pair to a set of 3 worth 5 power in this situation, do you think?
I would say a 3rd degree success would be a very good thing to have right now.
Okay, in that case, I will spend...
But at the same time, power is also what you have to avoid, like, the damage.
Right.
So spending 5 power to reduce... Like, you might be spending more than you sort of reduce, sort of thing. Yeah.
I have 2 matches.
I don't know. I cannot make this decision for you. Because I don't know what I don't know what I've rolled for the damage. London has 3 1s. What do you have, Montreal?
I have 2 matches.
Okay.
In terms of like picking I assume I just pick one?
You would pick one, and I would look at those things in the fear dice key to see which one seems more appropriate. I would say in this case, there are potential benefits to all of them. Certainly saving against astrophobia. The 3s are going to be good right now.
Okay. But rolling high doesn't do necessarily something better.
8s are not, honestly, 8s are kind of the worst one right now.
Oh, well, that's good to know, because I have a set of 1s and I have a set of 8s, so I'll go with the 1s.
Understood. Okay.
Yeah, Dan, 8s are always bad.
Not always, but in this case, 8s are probably going to be like... So,
can I say what I got?
You can.
Just
sure.
For fun. I got 3 8s.
Oh my god.
And 2 3s.
3 8s and 2 3s. So in other words, this is an interesting situation. The 8s are better. It is better to have a 3 of a kind, but the 8 is going to be a little more frightening and weird than the 3s, which are sort of a thing. So that's a pretty intense one, yeah. I don't know. I can't make that decision for you. You do get to choose. Zurich, how did you do?
I got 3 2s, baby.
3 2s.
And I did add 1. I already had 5, so I added 1, so I have 6 on my resist damage.
Perfect. Wow.
Resistant.
3 2s. That's great. Okay, so Zurich, you're going to be doing great. Jakarta, how are you doing, my friend?
I got 2 5s and 4 6s.
4 6s.
Damn. Oh yeah, baby.
Okay, so Jakarta, you're going to be doing the best, as far as I can tell. London has 3 1s. Dallas, you are going with your 2 1s?
Yeah.
Okay. Montreal, what are we going with? 2 3s or 3 8s?
The 8's gonna kill me?
Not necessarily.
I mean...
Go with the 8s.
Love it. And Omaha, how did you do?
2 2s.
2 2s. Okay. So, for Zurich and Omaha, for whom things are worse on account of what's going on with them. Okay. Okay.
Well.
There's a third die. Oh boy, that's rough. Okay. Omaha, in your unconsciousness, because you only had 2, so you were reducing it by some, but you also are. There's more dice appended against you. You are losing 8 power.
Ooh.
Zurich, you also have a Dreadlord as part of your stuff, which is making stuff up. But you, however, have 3 2s, correct? 3 2s is going to mitigate that, so you don't lose 8 power. You will lose 4.
Not bad, baby.
Jakarta, you lucky bastard. You lose no power.
Nice.
Whoa!
London and Montreal, with your 3rd degree successes, you both lose 4 power.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Dallas. How are you, Dallas?
I'm at 7, so I think I can wear this. Unless it's 7 around right up.
It is 8.
Okay.
But this does not kill you, so you go to 0, but you have 1 condition.
Okay.
Now, had Dr. Partridge finished this procedure and everything been fine, she would have simply cured you. What happens to Dallas after that is another question. So you guys remember all your past characters, with the exceptions of the ones who you don't remember. For Lauren, you do not remember Medina, and you don't remember, and none of you don't remember Eddie Macaroni. Zane, you don't remember Incan. Dan, Lauren, you don't remember whoever the hell you were in that.
Oh wait,
some weird name. I can't remember what it was. Yeah. So.
Wait, but do we remember we do remember the Dreadlords?
You remember their lives, but you remember nothing after they became Dreadlords.
Okay.
So that's the good news. But you all basically are drifting into unconsciousness here, probably all on like the edge. Dallas is in the worst shape. But now we have to check on a few other things. Okay. We're going to do this somewhat. Okay. For some people, this is kind of a whatever. Because meanwhile, in the control... Wait, I'm going to ask you guys a narrative question. I will let you make this decision. Should I reveal what's going on in that room, or should I reveal what's going on elsewhere?
Ask the audience.
Audience, Should I reveal what's happening in the Dreadlord, or in the should I reveal what's happening in the director's observation deck, or should I reveal what is happening elsewhere? Elsewhere. Sophia said elsewhere. I'm going with the first thing. So, meanwhile, S.A. Rawlings and Zeke Thomas are aboard the Dreadland Express still. You're safe in that room, if you do remember. You guys were taken in because you were the returned. And I have some good news for these two beloved characters. Things are going to work out okay for you guys. Zeke and Rawlings, as you're sitting there, however, you look out the windows. And the Dreadland Express has just stopped, and you see a dread storm is going on. Seems an intense one. But both of you suddenly realize something is wrong out there. The amount of mist that is pouring out of this dread storm is not just the simple kind of like waves and tendrils of it. No, there is a tidal wave of mist striking down. People are running from it, not just with the usual kind of confused, and you both watch as outside, the people sort of outside whichever stop you're currently at, are overwhelmed with mist, and their bodies begin to utterly and completely, they're just falling over, enervated, drained in an instant. You two are safe aboard this train. This train has been demonstrated to be immune to the mist.
Fascinating.
I wouldn't exactly call it fascinating. It's kind of horrific.
Do I have any idea what might be going on?
Rawlings? Yes. Oh, sweet, sweet Rawlings. I would like you to use your Dreadland Express version of this.
Yeah, am I at full power now?
Yeah, he's at full power, that's fine. Go ahead and do a, you can do your Dread Mythos, so you'll get your 5 on either side of this, and it's just an analyze, so it's a 35, so it's a between 15 and 85.
I'm spending 3 power reroll.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, I'm spending 3 power reroll.
He's got the power to do it.
I rolled a 93 and then a 94. I'm using different fucking dice.
And it's not even like a multiple of 13 to be fun. I'm so sorry.
79, so I'm inside.
You're just inside. Rawlings, you believe that this Dreadstorm must be the most powerful you've ever seen. And it is around this time that the people who are rushing the train are like rocking it, trying to do it, but sort of falling still. But
I'm taking notes or something. I'm like,
the amount of mist that is pushing against this train seems to almost be shaking it. Liv, do you have your D13 handy? If not, no problem.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, give me a D13 roll. You can do it. I believe in you. We can have so many tonight.
I'll live. Heart of the cards.
4.
With a 4, the train does not get knocked off the tracks. That would have been you two are surviving, but you're in the train. Okay, moving on. Jakarta and Montreal, or rather, I should actually in this case say Jeremy and... Oh no, Moses, I am sorry.
What?
Yeah, Moses, there'll be some stuff. Moses, among those... All right, so we'll start with you. Jeremy, not for you. Moses, among those out there in the world being overrun with this mist, are Darius Calmblood and Dr. Anders Anderson. They're so close to Darkmoor. They've just been going there to meet Dracula. It's been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
But the two of you are overwhelmed by the mist, and though you are vampires, it still exhausts you. It has the same effect on undead. Is there anything you two would like to say before these characters perish?
I don't think this is the way I'm supposed to die.
Darius will say nothing.
Darius says nothing, furious at what Philip is doing to him. Elsewhere, camera handheld, PA sound producer. The 4 of you are in the process of trying to shoot some shoots. when the dread storm that you're running from overtakes you all. Would any of you, as these characters, like to say any last words? These weren't major characters, we barely use them, but if anybody has a fun little out for any of them, go for it.
PA will say to producer woman as he's about to die, I was definitely the one that took that dump on your desk.
Sounds not speeded.
And camera's just filming it all happening. I hope somebody sees the tape later.
PA is a little upset he's not dying a little bit faster.
I understand.
Producer will say, they always use too much fucking fog.
Okay. I'm not going to go to every single person. But Tiffany Stiff and Kimberly Leocytheason are in the midst of an orgy when this mist kind of goes over. If there's anything you two would like to say.
Wait, do they know that the mist is going to take them out?
I think they both do, yeah.
Tiffany will just be like, give me one more, baby.
This is the big finish.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't wait for it to come all over me. Your time words.
All right. Oh, this one's kind of sad, actually.
Right?
Elutella.
Oh.
Any last words?
Goodbye.
Oh, this one's actually deeply sad.
Oh, no.
Within his mansion, the fleecing schemester is trying to board up the windows as Marion Carrion is coughing terribly. Thanks for doing this, Dan. I really appreciate this.
Damn it, Dan.
Damn it!
Hold on, baby. Wait, no, don't worry, Titty Ma'am. I'm gonna save you. Don't worry.
Marion will grab the fleecing schemester and say,
What? Is this finally happening?
it's curtains down, and she'll kiss him.
And then she falls unconscious and he goes, No! Oh man, I'm even not much of a creep. Oh boy. Oh damn it. She finally kisses me, then she passes out. Oh damn it. Oh, this stuff's awful. This implies that dreadlords are also immune to the effects of the mist.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting point. Okay. Moving on. This is a grim one, but we have to do it. Any last words for little Miri?
Oh my god.
No!
She has her little doll. She has her candy.
Yeah, but she didn't get any boobs or beer. She's just gonna bemoan the fact that she never grew boobs or drank the beer.
I'll tell you what, though. In her final moments, there's some shadow in the mist ahead of her, and she almost thinks it's a sacred bikini girl. It's a
She doesn't
sacred
know if
bikini
she
girl
wants
coming to put you to bed.
Oh no! Gets to dream of those soft pillows. And
Okay.
This blood is on your hands, Dan.
Everyone!
Everett Plantain, you're back at Darkmoor College. Dracula brought you there. Outside, you see all of the vampires freaking out as they are like being whatever. Is there anything you'd like to say, Everett?
Oh my god, that looks like disgusting outside. Like, what? I would not like to be out there one bit. I feel safe in here.
At that point, the windows burst open. The mist rolls over you. Wednesday Line will say, "Oh no, this isn't right at all. I didn't think I should cough like this."
Oh, from Everett?
Yeah.
Oh. Dracula, if you're ever going to save me now, this is the time, please, Dracula. Boss, I'm here for you forever.
You sense a voice in your mind in the distance, saying, "No, they flood this whole realm. I am sorry, Everett, but thanks for all the calm."
Don't mention it, Dracula. It was the sweetest I had.
Wow.
Oksana Smirnov.
Oh, I
No.
think Darius a little happy.
She will just scream, Dahlia.
No.
Lauren, do you want me to roll a d13 or would you like to roll a d13?
I'll do it.
Oh God, no.
It's my fate. A 2.
Two's not good enough, I'm so sorry. Would you like me to roll one as well? But if I roll a 13, it's going to get rough.
Sure.
More the merrier, right?
Shut up, Dan.
Oksana screams and begins to pass out. But then she feels something. She's not sure what it is, but there's a sense of some presence somewhere. But then she's no longer conscious. The rest of these characters are dead. Oksana, perhaps not. Which brings us, at long last. Oh, Felix Ducat. He's still alive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, where was Felix?
He was wasn't he was he still at Darkmoor?
I guess he's just still at Darkmoor.
Yeah.
Okay. No, wait, did he not die in the bloodbath there?
Yeah, he died.
Did he die?
Right?
I can't.
He
I
died.
can't
He
even-
died. Just kidding. Sorry.
Okay, never mind.
I didn't have him right on my sheet.
Maybe I missed
Apologies,
it.
apologies, Jeremy. All your characters are already dead. Which brings us to
No, I find that hilarious.
the penultimate. I need, as we check in on Sarah Quill and Solomon Ortega, the Ghoul, and Etienne Renee. The mists are swirling down on all of you. Etienne is gripping that sort of thing. Etienne says, "My love, I am not certain there is a path out here. This, even I am not immune to these cursed mists." But
Solomon is here too.
Solomon's here, yeah. You're kind of like ghoulish and kind of, but yeah, you're here.
Just want to whisper to Sarah Quill. Now's the time. Slap him.
She'll just say, "Then goodbye, my love." But she'll just hold his face and not kiss him.
He pulls back and says, "So you have so little love for me in the end."
So it seems.
Also, characters are immune to the mist. So sorry, you're so right, Book and Dagger. Wednesday's fine. I do apologize.
Okay.
I
Wait,
forgot
who?
the characters are immune. Thank you so much,
Wednesday's
by the way.
alive.
I'm keeping track of too many things. Retcon.
Yeah.
Wednesday's like, oh no.
Wednesday's like, this is bad.
She's falling down because everyone else
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Oh dear, I'd better fall like them. I don't want to be left out. Thank you. Etienne will say, you have so little love for me in the end.
You've betrayed me. And so the mist has betrayed you.
I am a divine thing. I will not be betrayed. But you spare me now, I will be saved. I will be saved! He reaches up, and this golden light sort of fires out of his hand. And then Sarah Quill, with your vampiric senses, you can hear the sound of hooves.
Oh, Doctor's gonna live?
Can she? Wait, that's a good point. Does this light hurt her?
The light is not like, the light is like he's like shot it up. It's not like you're not touching it or anything. I will be, yes, whoever you are, I am worth saving. I am the only thing in this whole place that is worth saving. Go ahead.
Does something try to scoop him up, or what's happening?
You hear hooves and you see mist all around. You are hacking, coughing. You can't breathe, but still something is preventing your heartless, bloodless body from functioning.
Are his wings out? Like,
his wings are not out as of now. No.
Okay. Well, she'll just like. Okay, she'll like claw onto him and grab him and bite him, but not to suck his blood, but just to hurt him. In her
clawing
last moments.
Understood. All right, go ahead and roll a d100. I've got your sheet up.
Thank you, because I do not. A 12. Do I need more? Can I spend power?
You can spend luck.
I'll spend luck. I'll spend as much as I need.
All right. She latches on, her biting into him, and he screams out and says, "Ah, woman, just like all of them." His rebuttal.
No!
Oh, I didn't even do this. Where are we at? I get one. I get one.
Have revenge, though.
Oh my God! The 13s are. They knew that it was a 13 night. Oh, I get one. Oh yes. You bite him, Sarah. You bite him so hard. You bite him with this like brutal, like extreme success into him, and he's and content warning on all of this, especially since they are married, etc. But then he strikes her with the fury of an angel, the righteous divine power. And though she rips a chunk out of his shoulder, Dan, remind me that he's got like a big scar on him later in his hot flight when they're fighting in the future. She rips like there's like bone in her mouth as she pulls out. His clavicle as he smacks her, and she falls away into the mist, being so totally like her claws, rending him. It's not even blood. It's this more like divine golden sort of substance on her hands, and that does probably burn. But as he sort of smacks her, he says, "Why did you have to be such a bitch?" And then the hooves get louder, and then his wings do come out, and he takes off into the night. That is the last thing that Sarah Quill sees. The last thing she tastes is her husband's blood, bone, and flesh in her mouth. She hurt him at the least. Any last words for poor Solomon? Oh,
Solomon,
you know what, though? Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Pause on that. I'm going to let Lauren do one more. Lauren, give me one more D13 roll. This will be a mean thing for him in his future. You could have prevented something. if you roll. You'll want to roll. If you roll, I'll even give you good odds on this. A 7 or higher.
I rolled a 6. It's okay.
That is heartbreaking. You,
Okay.
at the very least, you were like, at least, but you see that he is carrying the album away. I'm so sorry. Okay, Solomon, last words.
I guess as Solomon nears death,
Yeah.
if he's hacking, is coughing, if he has the strength to stand,
I think he does.
he's definitely just gonna hit like 5 turns in a row, land on the knees, finger up, die like that. The only way to go.
Amazing dance pose.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings us to a forest with Dracula, Medina, and the boxer. The mists are closing in on them. The boxer's like, damn it, this is a big storm. Medina, don't listen to this fucking guy. Come on, we gotta get out. He can't. And Drac says, I am the storm itself. These mists do not affect me. And he kind of stands in them, he doesn't breathe, but he kind of lets them wash over him. And Medina, you are beginning to cough. The boxer's not, Dracula's not, etc.
Oh God, Medina will say, tell them thank you, but I belong here. And tell them I'm okay. Lie to them. Okay?
The boxer's like, Medina, come on, let's go. And Dracula says, forgive me, my dear. You seem to be operating under a misapprehension. This is not a choice you get to make. I am rescuing you.
No.
If you are not a willing rescuee, I shall take you.
No, I don't want to be rescued. I belong here. And if that mist is going to take me, then it's going to take me because that's what I deserve, okay? I'm not going with you. And she'll like run to the boxer and grab him.
Okay. I'm rolling for both these NPCs. For the boxer.
Okay.
Because mine counts so infrequently. Boxer rolls an 8. Come on, Drac. 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 Come on, Drac.
Oh. Okay.
The boxer runs to sort of like Medina, and he's like, come on. And Dracula sort of like leaps like at the boxer. It's like, I will have her. And the boxer spins back and like punches to Dracula. Dracula turns into a swarm of bats. And the punch just goes through. The boxer goes, oh, well, I thought it was at least, oh, come on. And then he like turns back and sees that Dracula is like grabbing hold of Medina and like wrapping her up and like kicking off the ground. And the boxer's like, damn it, no, I can't fly. Come on, I can't punch. He's like jumping up trying to punch as Dracula's pulling Medina into the air. Medina, you begin to like be enervated by the mist. Dracula in the air is like holding you, and his grip is iron and cruel and, eternal. And he says, these accursed mists, they are everywhere. They are flooding this whole world with them. Even Everett, one of my better sexual partners, he is gone. I cannot... But I am Dracula! And he sort of like does this intense sort of, like he's holding on to you, Medina. You're on the verge of passing out. He sweeps his hand back, and the mists part. And he, with this concentration, is just holding the mists at bay. And he's like got you by like the scruff of the neck, basically, and he moves your face right to his, and you see these fangs and the stench of death in his mouth, and just the pure hatred in these eyes. There's a reason they call him the Prince of Darkness. You're looking at the devil, and he looks at you and he says, if I say you live, if I say you escape, you escape. For I am Count Dracula, and the world bends to me. Do you hear that, doll? You cannot defeat the Prince of Darkness.
Wow.
I'll say Medina still passes out. And that is where we'll end tonight's episode.
Whew.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, love that train.
Wow.
God damn, dude.
So, we kind of killed a lot of characters.
I can't believe Dan killed everybody.
Dan, what you
Right?
did and what you guys
Dan,
have, you
it's
guys have.
on site tomorrow.
Fucking, you killed my little girl. Like, of all of them, why Mary had so much more chaos to cause.
I know she did, but at least she lives on in Omaha legitimately.
You know
Yes.
what? At
Omaha's
least
a great city. They got like
got
a
a good
steakhouse.
chunk.
Omaha
I'm sorry for
sucks.
Sarah Quill, but also that one, I feel bad about that Sarah
You know
Quill.
how I
because
feel about Omaha.
Sarah Quill. He was gonna get away one way or another.
Talked about
Had
this.
things worked out better for you, you might have been able to go with him.
It's fine. She just wanted to
You did.
leave her mark, so to
Oh,
speak.
she left a mark. So, Rawlings and Zeke are still alive. Oksana is a question mark, but everyone else who is not
Who
on
is
the
it?
island, who is not a Mistwalker, a character, or a Dreadlord, is gone. So what does that mean? Somebody flooded all the Dreadlands with mist? Who could have possibly done that?
Dan.
Maisie.
Basically, damn.
It wasn't. Maisie did not do that.
Dan. Oh.
Dan.
Maisie
Oh.
didn't do it. Dan didn't do it. Dan
Someone
allowed. Dan allowed my.
Cat. Spring cleaning.
Welcome, my friends, to Rhiannon's world.
Hmm?
To what? Rian's
Oh, wait. You know what? I said the episode's over. One last vignette. One last vignette. Okay.
no.
Hold on. One last vignette.
Oh.
In the chaos at Holdfast Hall. Sorry, everyone, if you tuned off. Come back. I'm so sorry. Damn it. Of Holdfast Hall, the vampires die, and because they're vampires, there are so many candles around. Some candles get knocked over. A fire begins. Wednesday, not enervated, kind of, oh no, this won't do at all. Oh dear. As Wednesday goes through as the voluptuous bikini team dancer, they move through, kind of seeing everyone. Oh, our poor vampires are dead. Oh, what a sad thing. Well, at least we still have each other. They begin to try to put out the fires, patting them out. And the flame engulfs over the body of Joe Hook, who has passed out. The flame engulfs the sign-in sheet.
Dan.
Elsewhere, in another place, the manager rises. And that, there is no Bradley Stuyvesant anymore. But the manager is here. 13 Mistwalkers, once again. And that is why Rhiannon Dythe considers tonight a success. That is where we will end this episode. Guys, thank you so much. I know this was a very long one. Super
Oh my
long one.
God.
Hope it was a fun one. I
Worth it.
appreciate you guys doing all of this. Wow, that was not how I thought. I didn't think we were going to get to do the crazy ending, but I'm so glad we did. Dan, thank you. Zane, thank you. Thank all of you, of course, but especially those who gave me those.
I just changed the sheet in the Google document.
To the manager.
Yeah.
To Mr. Manager. We don't say Mr. Manager. It's just manager.
No, it's just manager.
So okay.
Mr. the Manager, please.
Mr. Manager. So thank you all. I'm going to try to wrap us out of here real quick. We have other games in the channel. Join us Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific for Here We Dragons. Monday for the Dreamlands, and Lauren trying to fucking martyr herself.
Be there Monday.
What?
Be there Monday.
Maybe, but I mean, or not. We'll see if Dracula can get a message. But London, meanwhile, Medina just being like, I'm a martyr. Don't save me. I don't deserve it. Oh, whatever. Dracula was like, oh, he's fucking, oh my god, I don't want to convince you to be saved. You're saved because I say you are blessed.
Just like, don't fucking bother, dude.
And then we'll be back on Wednesday with more Top Flight Tales. Maybe we'll jump back into Fireflight, because I really liked that Fireflight episode. I thought that one was really good. I don't know if you agree, Dan. I thought that one
Had a
was
good
fun.
time.
That was a real good. You like that character. I want to give you more chances to be him.
Hey, listen, the world is a tough place out there.
1 week from tonight, we are back with this game, with these characters. Well, with Dallas, Montreal, London, Omaha, Jakarta, and Zurich. So come join us for that. It's going to be awesome.
Is that what you meant by you're gonna die? Like, not necessarily London, but
I think I more meant you have no fear right now. That's a problem. But
That's true.
I didn't know that was going to happen.
That's fair.
I hoped it would. And
Well,
I will say, I had plans for that because other things could have happened, but you guys didn't go down those roads earlier to set that up. But since Dan did the 13, it just happened and you guys saw, like, in distance. Oh, it's great.
I just love living and life.
Life is wonderful. So thank you so much.
I love death too, because look at what happened,
yeah.
Dan.
But I know it's super late. Thank you all for watching. So those are other games. Go to our YouTube to watch old episodes, our Discord to communicate, our wiki to read how this all interacts. I know we have a lot of people to thank in chat.
We do.
Yes.
We had, so the evening started out with Ben Hader giving out 10 community sub gifts.
What?
Putting Ben Hader at 62 subs.
That's
Yes.
thank you so much. That is really nice of you to do.
Yeah,
That
Ben
is
Hader, if
really
you
good.
gift 7 more subs, you never have to gift another sub ever again.
That's true.
Oh yeah, you got to stop there.
Baby.
And then went in and then cheered another 1,000 bits right after doing
That's
that.
so nice. That is so
And then,
appreciated.
well, okay, I think actually, no, I don't know. Ben Hader might be at 63 now.
Ben Hader
'cause
did
then-
another
Yeah.
one after that.
Then gifted another. Oh, and then another sub to Kern. So there were 12 this evening. Hype Train was popping off. We had some players cheering some bits in there to help the Hype Train. And then Book and Dagger is at 37 months now. I think one of the longest that exists here. But we did hit a level 5 Hype Train.
Level
This
5?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
I don't know if we've ever. I don't know if we've hit a. I don't even know.
I don't know if
But-
we've ever gone that high. I will also say thank
yeah,
you for.
then we're getting close to our record. We didn't quite hit it, but yeah.
Also,
Oh wait, I think and no, and Galanorian Saber also gave a sub gift tonight and is at 27 subs, sub gifts on the channel.
thank
as
you
well.
so much for
for
supporting
your
our
support.
silly little
That's-
games.
Thank
Like,
you
that means
so
so
much.
much to us.
Wow.
We're just here to have fun, to
oh.
make friends and have fun and die
That's
Die,
that's
apparently.
Repeatedly. Die repeatedly.
repeatedly.
Die and die and die some more.
and be and just like all of
We're all
all
little
of you.
subs to dread
No, today you all got to
All right.
experience being brutally murdered.
brutally murdered.
My sweet
Those
little
are
dread
bad.
subs. You all
My
have.
characters were
You all have
brutally-
characters who
Joke's
were
on
brutally
you.
murdered.
I was already dead.
Haha, mine were all dead. So who cares? I didn't have any sadness tonight.
Well, you haven't been playing as much as the rest of us. So
Oh,
Yeah.
that was great, guys. Thank you.
more.
Thanks
Oh,
for all
it'll
your support.
happen.
I'll also mention that this is actually our affiliate anniversary week. That was on Wednesday. It was our 3-year
Wow.
affiliate anniversary. So
Yay!
what a nice way to celebrate that. This was a huge one. I'm so excited. We've been through 11 sets of 13. This was great.
Big moves.
Thank you to my players. You guys are amazing. This was wonderful.
I
really appreciate
even
it.
had just unearthed Miri's mask after putting it away recently.
I am so sorry.
R.I.P.
Sorry.
Fucking murderer.
You're welcome, Liv.
I'm a bad murderer. But at least I'm a bad person.
You're a fun murderer though.
But at least I'm also an evil.
You're actually a very good murderer.
I'm an effective murderer.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been great. Until next time, from the bottom of my heart, for the 143rd time, have a dreadful night. Ooh.